City, it's Flagrant, with special guest appearances from Bill Burr.
We're never gonna make it. The bottom's gonna drop out. It's your fucking money.
Jordan Peterson.
Well, you know, honestly, we have to look at all that stuff and dissect it. How can you be born a man and claim to be a woman? But tell me how, Andrew. Scientifically, it does not make sense.
And Joe Biden.
What are we gonna do about Ukraine, Mr. President?
Well, you gotta understand. Part of the reason I've never been on a you know, growing up in Connecticut, what I would really blacks smell funny.
And now for your host, Andrew Schulz.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant. And today we are joined by, wow, man. Wow. Are you the king of LA, bro?
He might be.
Shit. You the king of LA right now?
Give it to him.
Now you.
I'm just saying.
I guess.
We got the, I mean, look, it's TV. You got new season of Dave
New
coming
season
out.
of Dave, March and mid-March coming out.
You got movies.
House Party.
House Party.
That's a big one.
That one will be
That's a
big.
big
You had the
remake.
movie with Kev.
Movie with Kevin Hart.
Movie with Kevin
I'm
Hart.
on a show,
Big movies.
a Netflix show with Ali Wong that comes out.
Netflix show. Then you got the
Called
Netflix
Deep.
special. Your
And the
own
special
Netflix
comes
special.
out January 10th.
January 10th. You got no documentaries made about you.
Yep,
Nope.
that's good.
No.
Yet.
That's
No, it's like
That's the
feature,
key.
feature
That's the
biggest
TV.
thing. No docs.
No docs.
Yeah.
Yo, no docs,
docs.
is really how you make it in Hollywood.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
docs.
You need no docs.
Don't get a doc, dude.
No.
Don't do doc. Do scripted only.
Yes.
Do the script. Stick to the script. No doc. Yeah,
So
man.
you're killing it, my boy.
I hope this year is
When
as
do you
good
leave
as I want it
Bobby
to be.
already? Like,
Here's my thing. I'm
what
coming
I'm
to. You
saying?
know, I'm moving to New York for a little while.
no, you're not.
In May.
For a film, TV show, just to
For
get
me,
away
just
from
for
him?
me, just for me.
Chinese New Year, you're gonna move to fucking.
Wow.
Sticking in them, dude.
To Chinatown.
Wow.
Let's go
gonna
to
be
Chinatown. I got two places. Me and Gillis are splitting a building in Chinatown. Yup.
Get out of here. What are you guys planning on doing with
I
it?
don't know. You'll find out, man.
Okay, I like it.
From
No,
on down.
Are you?
No, it'll be fun. I'm going to come in May, mid-May, because Bobby and I are touring. We're doing a Bad Friends tour March and April.
What is the Bad Friends tour? I'm curious about
It's
that.
not up yet. It's not all the dates aren't official yet, but me and him are doing individual stand-up chunks. Like we're both going to do
How long?
stand-up. I think we each want to do 20 or 30 minutes.
20 is exactly what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
20 minutes is really fun. And then we're doing a full production of the show, like with people from the show, with bits from the show. The audience gets to interact and all that stuff. So it's like a fully immersive Bad Friends live, but it's not for the internet. We're not recording it. You're not going to be on the episode, but it's like a Bad Friends live episode with some of the bits that we've done over the past 2 years that people will get to go see.
When you say some of the bits, what do you mean by that?
Like we do we always make Bobby put on a dress and do script readings and stuff like that from his famous scenes and films that he loves. So people will get to pick and be able to come read a scene with Bobby and
Wow.
get coached by Bobby.
So this
It's stuff
is-
like that.
this
It'll
is
be
really smart.
It's little chunks from the show that fans have loved over the years.
Yeah.
And Bobby's actually, we're gonna have I don't know if you guys, do you know he's a legit musician? Do you know this?
No.
Like he's actually very
I
talented.
mean, I assumed you played violin or something like that.
He does that one, you know, whatever that one is. The single string Hummer, you know?
Yep.
He
subway
he can,
cello.
dude, he can rip. He really can. He's good. He can play piano. Dude, he's
Piano makes sense.
multi-talented. Yeah, piano should that's par for the course.
Yeah.
But he can do live songs and he wants to do music.
So he's gonna play the music.
100%, dude.
So I think this is awesome what you guys do, because I was waiting for somebody to figure out the live podcast. I'm not trying to hate on people, but like I hate when people just do the podcast in front of
Yeah,
an
we
audience.
never want. He did that. We never could do that. We've tried it one time in LA.
It just doesn't work.
It didn't
It's
feel
not
right.
how- I've done it. I've done it with Brilliant Idiots, and the most fun part of it is when you have the back and forth with the audience. You do
Correct.
like a question answer, and then there's that engaging, fun, kind of live, almost like crowd work feel. But just having a conversation with the audience, expecting something. It's not a fucking Jordan Peterson presentation here. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
you know, honestly, we have to look at all that stuff and dissect it. How can you be born a man and claim to be a woman? How? But tell me how, Andrew. Scientifically, it does not make sense.
really
It's
good
fucking
I was watching those videos. The funny thing is how much that cat cries. He cries constantly. If you look at
he's a
YouTube,
woman.
every other video is him being like, "I'm dead serious about this." He's like, he's like, "I only eat meat." He's like this guy who bawls every time he's on air. Dude, it's so hard. It was hard for us to figure it out genuinely of how to do it.
Yeah.
And we learned fast. when we had production meetings about it, without Bobby, of course, fuck it, I was like, be there at 3. He's like, when are we doing it?
Yeah.
I'm like, we did it, it's over. Yeah. We would talk about the best bits we liked from the show and the best bits that fans kept commenting on or bringing back. And it always came down to us doing interactive shit with them.
Yeah,
we're like, how much more can we get them involved?
100%.
So that's gonna be hard. I mean, it's a big coordinated effort. We're gonna be having to pull people, and we have, you know, people that are working for us that are gonna organize it to physically get people on stage.
Right.
Because you have to be
good about it.
You have to be good about it. But
How did Bobby take it when you told him you were going to replace him with Theo? What was that
he
like?
was stoked.
Yeah.
He was stoked. Yeah, man. Fucking got to move on, dude. Yeah, I hope I have to work in between Theo's alligator wrestling schedule or whatever. Whatever the fuck
He's doing it competitively now, right?
Yeah, he is. I think he placed 3rd in nationals.
Wow.
This year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's big.
Wow.
not as good as Chalky Moon. That's another guy out there.
Yeah,
you guys know Chalky.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
pretty
of
good.
course. Love Chalky.
Yeah, but Bob and I are gonna work it out, and then when I come to New York, he's gonna come out here for a little while and then shoot out here.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, he doesn't know it, but that's gonna happen. He doesn't have a choice. But I wanted to come out here because I wanted to just dip out for a little while. LA is just different now,
What's
man.
going
What does that
on
mean?
in
What does that
LA
mean?
now?
LA is different.
Everything
You're
is,
the king, bro. It's
everything
if it's
is
fucked, it's your fault.
It's just it's not my fault, dude. I was just left. The castle burned down. I was the last cat. Like, what happened?
You gotta build it back up,
I'm
man.
trying.
This
We're
is
trying.
the opportunity.
We're trying, but
It doesn't feel like you're trying. Bobby's in Hawaii every other week. You know what I mean? You're never nowhere to
I'm
be
never
found.
there because it's,
You don't want it.
It's segmented.
You don't want it.
Nah, dude.
You don't want the crown, bro.
I do want it. The
Nah,
problem
you don't want the crown,
problem
bro.
is it's heavy, dude. There's a lot of stolen jewels on the crown. You know what I mean? Like you
What do
take
you
it,
mean?
you're like,
Talk to me.
You're like, I don't know who
Talk
wore this
to me.
before, man. Did they
me.
wash their hair? It feels.
They didn't have hair.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember.
LA feels dirty. It
Yeah.
just feels like everyone's got a gun out. There is no sense of community. We talked about this before the show.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like there's
That's
a collective
top down,
goal.
though, bro.
Yeah, but the problem
what
is
Joe did.
because everybody
Everybody fell
left.
in line.
But because they left, now everyone kind of feels like they're in their own little competitive circle.
Because they're waiting for somebody to extend the olive branch, man.
A guy with a Netflix special and maybe a couple movies with Kevin Hart. Yeah.
I need
TV
another one from
shows.
Kev. I don't know what Kevin, we can call him on the show.
That is the thing I've noticed, especially in like this career, is like everybody is naturally kind of out for themselves, right? Because
You have to
they've
be.
worked their entire life to get to this point, right? And they think that. I'm not saying everybody thinks. A lot of people think like, oh, if I'm helping this person, if I'm using resources to help that person, maybe I won't get the thing I want.
Right.
And the way Joe flipped it on his head is he's like, I'm just going to help everybody. And then it just made him so much bigger because it was almost like the Drake formula where it's like Drake puts on everybody and then everybody is Drake is everybody's biggest fan.
The tide rises all ships. You know
Whatever,
what I mean?
yeah, it lifts all ships.
It lifts all ship. It truly is.
So now everybody
He's at a
is-
high, but he was at a high level when he did that.
Sure.
The problem is like you need to reach a level where you're kind of one of the only ones on there, and then go, all right, let's go. I'm going to pull
What is
everybody.
the level where you like sell out 4 shows at the Wilbur? And
No.
maybe you're-
The level is where you have so much of a history in comedy that's built in, that you've built up, where everybody kind of looks to you a little bit already. Like everyone kind of looked to Joe already to be like, what is he doing on the next thing? People have to
Think
be
there's
looking.
anybody that could do it? Like I know
you
Chappelle
think
loves helping people.
That sounds like an,
Yeah,
you think that sounds like an excuse coming from Andrew Santino?
Oh yeah, that's absolutely.
I think that sounds like an excuse
You
coming
gotta
from
be a
Andrew
big enough. I'm not
Santino.
big enough. You got to be a big enough, because there's a lot of guys that are bigger than me in LA, but they're not taking it. Like Jesselnick is bigger than me, and he's an LA guy, and he's not. That's not his thing. You know.
Shots fired.
Is there anybody stealing jokes? You got to call them out on stage.
Who's
That's
stealing
how-
jokes?
Oh yeah. If there's anything, you have to have that moment.
Continue the cycle.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You have that moment.
Imagine they let Mencia back into the store, and then I clip him again. We just recreate the video. Man, you're stealing from me.
Bring Ari on stage again. The whole deal.
He'll
Run it
do
back.
it. Yeah. But also, it's like there is something about the
I hear
vibe
what
in
you're
LA
saying.
that's so fragmented now.
Well,
like
yeah.
everyone is kind of going their own way.
Well, because
doing their
now
own.
there's not, okay, like when there is a benevolent king, everybody knows who is potentially their savior.
Yeah.
right? So everybody knows how to, fall in line.
Fall in line is kind of what
It's
happens.
like,
yeah.
we were talking about this the other day about like stories, but like essentially all like the stories in the Bible or something like that just reinforce the behavior of the tribe, right? It's like every story is like, hey, this is how you should act.
Right.
This is how you should treat people, and
white
this
privilege,
is good.
by the way. That's what that was. That
Damn
was white
right.
privilege.
I mean, it
even
was
back then.
Browns, then Browns wrote that shit.
So you guys started all this shit.
I'm sorry.
You were chilling in the fucking...
Yeah, that's our
We weren't bothering nobody.
We were up north.
Yeah, yeah, we weren't
We
there.
were up north minding our own fucking business until you brought your goddamn Christianity to us.
Why you goddamn Christianity?
Just saying. We believed in multiple gods.
Yeah.
Really?
We did. We were Norsemen.
Yeah, you were.
Were we Norsemen, bro?
Jesus,
yes, we were.
polytheistic.
Oh,
Jesus.
yo, we were all about that polytheism.
Yeah, and then Black Jesus came through.
Then these fucking blacks and their Jesus.
Son, you're
Imagine
welcome.
the first time.
No, seriously, thank you.
Sign up.
Heaven seems fire, bro. Like, your guys' heaven?
Yeah.
The first time they decided to paint Jesus when they painted him
Blacks
white.
did really invent heaven because even like your white parties are just like heaven. Like it's the same idea.
Son, the all-white party? That's just
Oh,
lit.
yeah. That's a good point.
Heaven on earth, baby.
Yo, Jesus
That's how
was
we
black,
do it.
bro.
We know this.
You don't think?
He was tan. He was dark.
He's like,
He was dark.
how dark?
But maybe he was black.
He was like Cheetah. You know? He's still black.
You
Yeah.
think he's kind of like him?
He looked closer to him.
What about Al? You think? I think Jesus could be like Al.
I mean,
Yeah, with the shape up.
a little too much in the sun. He might
No,
get a
because
tan.
it had to be somewhere in the middle. It had to be like just tan.
I like how white people
Yeah.
are willing to give Middle Eastern, but they're like, we're not going black. For years, it was like blonde hair, blue eyes. And I was like, all right, eat hummus.
That sounds like
because
progress to me.
He could have been all of us. That
Yeah,
was-
but he's not brown, bronze skin and curly hair. I don't see it.
I mean, he literally is that.
Yeah,
No,
I think
but
he's that.
bronze?
I think he's that.
What do you look? Take off your glasses.
Nah, that's not bronze.
That's
not
bronze.
You're really splitting hairs here. You're splitting curly hairs.
Bronze.
You're pretty close. He's about as close to bronze as you can get.
Yeah.
All right, fuck you.
He
guys.
will be.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, it is. I
I'm saying-
think he looked more like that.
Point I'm saying is the guy that everybody was looking to, right, was the guy who was the most generous. And so everybody was like, all right, well, I better act accordingly. Like, if I
I'm
want
not generous. I'm not gonna get on Rogan ever. He's gonna see me being
Right.
shitty.
Yeah.
So
You're still doing it self-servingly, but the king is setting a precedent where you're
where everybody
self-serving
should
in a
be
benevolent or
serving
like
the group. So
then
you
okay.
gotta set the
All right.
fucking tone, bro.
I'm not moving to New York then. I switched it up. I'm staying. Staying in
Wait,
LA.
wait, wait,
Oh,
whoa,
wait,
whoa,
staying
whoa,
in
whoa,
LA.
whoa,
Fuck
whoa.
New York. Thank you, Andrew Schulz.
I love this for you.
The king is back, baby. No, it's something. Things need to change out there, but I think it's just the time and comedy needs to shift again too. We've talked.
Like what?
I've talked about this. Everyone talks about like what club is doing better or what
club is doing the best?
Well, the store is always kind of a standby, you know what I mean? But like the improv took a big dip and now the improv is back a little bit. But they all kind of go through these waves. So does the city of comedy. It's just that's the way LA has always operated because comedy in New York is, and we don't have to fucking go inside baseball enough. Some of these fans are like, fucking checking out. But comedy in New York is ever changing with the city itself. You're not attached to the business. We still have a piece of us that are attached to the business. So it's
By
a
the
part
business,
of
he means like
Hollywood. It's
film,
part of our
TV.
culture. So
Yeah.
like it's inherently going to affect who's doing stand up and who's staying in LA for a while, and it changes the scene. That doesn't happen here. I mean, it just is not a part of the culture.
Yeah.
And whether or not it's like super deliberate, it just happens. It ends up being a part of it. right?
100%.
So I think that's kind of part of LA's growth cycles are when it's humming and things are working and young people are getting up and getting more in Hollywood and their names become bigger. And it helps the scene in LA kind of grow and thrive.
I also think part of the Rogan thing was because people who move to LA, you're like you said, you're drawn to, even if you're a comic, you're drawn to show business in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But once Rogan popped up, it's like, oh, maybe I can make money without that. I don't need to cater to that.
Yeah, that was
And now,
that's a healthy way to think because he made it possible for people to even feel that way, even if it wasn't going to be true.
maybe you need to remind them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Maybe you need to get some more bad friends.
Is it also possible that people are more reluctant to get as close to one another because we don't know what their other people are doing in their private
No,
life?
see, I think it's less. I think that.
You think it's documentaries?
I think people think that.
Yeah.
People afraid of docs.
Yo, the docs are
No, you know what it
crazy,
is? I
bro.
think I know what you mean, but I think
Yeah.
truly it's more about we're so self-serving as comics.
Yeah.
Everyone is selfish. Every comic you know is a selfish person.
Oh, yeah.
Your
Yeah.
degrees of selfishness are vary, but because we're self-serving, that city makes you even more self-serving Because I don't have to see you, dude. I can get in my car, go to a spot, and I can go home to my family. And people can do that every night of the week.
See, Schulz is slick. Oh, sorry, slick. I can't even talk with you.
Yeah,
But you're like,
What'd I do?
you're
Why am
like-
I slick?
Yeah, why is he slick?
there's
Why
only
am I
room
slick?
for one New York Andrew. That's why. He's trying to keep him over
What?
there.
You want me out of here?
He's trying to keep him over there. Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I
didn't even see
I
it,
see
dog.
that.
How'd you
that was
how'd you catch me?
That was
man?
crafty. Honestly, that was crafty.
I like that. I like
me.
that.
I
Yo,
was
King of
slipping.
LA.
Andrew
Keep your
S
ass
too,
over
bro.
there.
It's
I
like
gassed him. I was like, yo, LA
I know.
needs you.
He's sick.
Oh,
Don't leave. You can't leave.
Whoa.
No, we don't need to see each
But
other.
now I need to do reverse psychology. Now I need to get you to New York.
Oh yeah.
You know they made documentaries illegal here?
Yeah.
They literally made
do docs in New York.
They made documentaries illegal in this city, bro.
All right. On my way.
Everybody in LA, first JetBlue mid-flight to the city.
Hey, I'm coming. I'm moving. I wanted to change though. I do want to come here for a while because I want to feel something different for a while.
What do you want to feel?
I just want a new scene, man. I want to work the clubs here. And I also want just a little bit
Just trying
different
to
of a
find
life.
yourself, you know?
Yeah, but
This is your India.
You know what? This is. You know what I've said before? I'm 40 this year.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I don't like
Me
midlife
too, bro.
crisis. I like midlife assessment. You're reassessing where you're going and what you want.
I hate the term
That's
midlife
so-
crisis. I think it is
But that's
the
why I don't
most
say assessment, dude. I say it's a midlife
Y'all
assessment.
sound so fucking old, dog.
Yeah. No. Midlife, not old.
It takes
midlife though.
this idea that like a guy reaches midlife and then starts buying like nice shit. He's having a crisis. It takes your whole life to have the money to buy a
That's
fucking
what it really
Ferrari.
is.
It's not a crisis.
No.
We have to buy things for ourselves.
You finally got it. That's all it is. Yeah, I
that's
could
what
afford
it.
it.
I worked hard.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
fucking 20 straight years.
Yeah, they came to me.
So you can move to a real city.
Well, I want to.
you earned it, bro.
I want it because.
You're sick of them fucking Jews running Hollywood.
That's
No,
what you said.
You can't say these things. That's anti-Semitic when you say that, dude.
No, I love how they run it.
What?
I think they're doing a great job. I think they're doing a fantastic job.
I mean, Sonny-
I like all the movies.
Hollywood's amazing.
Cut to a clip right now.
Shawshank Redemption, great movie. That's one of my favorite movies, Shawshank Redemption.
I want to cut to like a commercial of you reading like a note being like, I am not anti-Semitic. I would like to
Denounce
say
anti-Semitism.
sorry to all of my friends and brothers in the... Yeah, please, if I was leaving Hollywood because of Jews, you think I'd move to New York? That's like the worst move I've ever made.
Welcome to Williamsburg, baby.
Yeah, walking into it. No, but I do think I just want to feel something different. And
Yeah.
also, I've
Are you bringing the wife out, or are you going to keep her out there?
no. She stays in L.A.
You're a real man, bro.
No, she's excited.
You're
dude.
a
She
fucking
likes
real
New York.
man, dude.
Yeah.
That's real man shit.
Yeah, you stay here.
What?
You wait for me, baby.
How did you even break it to her? Like,
She's chained up.
whoa.
No, I tell you, know what I said?
Ankle or neck?
You know what I said? Both.
Cue the documentary.
The neck is connected to the ankle. Yeah.
He keeps his wife chained up.
The opening of the documentary.
I told her. Well, I actually asked her. I said, because we had some stuff in our family lives that affected us deeply. That was real. That personal stuff in our family lives, both of our families. Some shit, you know.
Did Bobby make fun of you about it? Because I saw a clip of that was very insensitive.
Yeah, he's an insensitive piece of shit.
He was making
Well, I
fun
was
of
open
your-
about it. I talk about it in my special that my dad, got diagnosed with cancer and he's
no.
gonna be okay. But like, it affected us in a way where we started to like.
What type?
I don't get into it.
Okay.
But it was all like, it affected us in a way where I was like, oh shit.
I really want to.
Are we gonna see? Are we
really
gonna
wanna know
see
what
my?
type.
How many more times am I gonna
to
see
keep
my
going?
dad?
You want to be.
Yeah, so I thought like maybe we want to let's change our lives to go in. Well, you know I got skin cancer. That's coming no matter what. You can't escape skin. But I was like, how many more years do I have left?
Yeah.
With
Wait.
with family.
With family.
As a whole, just an idea. So I was like, do we want to be stuck out here, or can we have more freedoms to go where we want to go and pull my family to different
Prostate,
places?
maybe?
I'm not gonna tell you, man.
Fucking guy.
But
He's
it's
an
something
animal.
that he can.
These
come
Indians,
back
dude, they
from?
go to pre-med and they're like, they gotta
He's so curious.
He wants to help you, but is it something he
I
can
might
come
know
back
a guy.
from?
No, he's fine. He's good.
So he's survived it.
He's gonna be okay.
But it
Is
caused.
it colon? Is it colon?
Guys,
He's
you can't-
fine.
You cannot just keep
I've
asking.
had a lot of
This
cancer
is
in my
insensitive.
fucking
No, I know,
family,
but
dude.
he's
A
gonna
lot.
be he's gonna be
Insensitive to this
fine.
guy.
Heaps of cancer.
He's gonna be fine. But it's just like it got me in
colon,
a way.
right?
No,
Maybe it's
you can't keep
testicular
asking. He doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk
You got
about
the
it.
testicular joint, don't you?
No, I just have.
Take your fucking teeth
I
out.
know.
You're stumbling everywhere.
Please let me wear it.
That's awful.
I thought I had testicular cancer.
Why, you have varicose veins in
I
your
have
balls?
I have a lump on my testicle. I've had it for years.
Oh, but that's fine.
Is it the other ball?
Yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that. It could just be, there's supposed to be 2.
Oh,
Get out of fucking.
Yeah. There's 2 balls. Yeah. So if you feel a lump next to the other one, that's just your other ball.
Yeah,
Don't even worry about it.
There's only one. There's only one.
No, seriously, he checked it. It was
Now,
fine.
did you feel it or Bobby felt it on his chin? What was it?
We do mouth tests. You don't do mouth tests with your boys? Mouth test, and you just.
That's how we test for COVID on the show,
Gargle
actually.
salt when you got a sore throat. That's the same. And we dip. We dip.
Yeah. Baby
You
bird.
can always feel which weight of the tongue is heavier when I dip. That dude.
Santino!
By the way, that's something we had to talk about on the tour. That I was like, dude, you can't show your little pecorino on the tour.
Yeah, it's illegal now.
It's illegal now.
That's documentary.
Yeah, that.
That's
Yeah,
documentary.
yeah, you can't.
But it,
For Bobby, that's a short film.
It's an indie. It's actually a con this year. He's doing good. Killed. But no, But I told him, I said, because he loves to do manginas. He likes to tuck his balls in his asshole.
Well, that's fine, man. That's fine.
See, that's what I said. I said, that's fine as long as you don't show genitals, but you can't turn around and give him the bulldog. Then everybody
Here's
sees.
the thing. There is a length of dick where it's more funny than it is offensive.
Inherently.
And
if you
so-
have a big dick, it's threatening.
It's an inverse relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, bigger dick you cannot show.
My dick, hysterical.
Exactly. So
have a
I've
regular
seen his
dick.
dick.
Cut it out.
Also, Bobby's dick is bigger than he presents it to be.
Of course.
He presents it as a negative.
Yeah, because it's part of the joke for him.
Yeah, I know.
It takes
and
away
I thought that, and then he showed it to me, and my first reaction was like, your dick's way bigger than I thought, even though it's a small dick.
That's marketing.
And I didn't know what to say in that moment.
Genius marketing.
Have you seen a real micro penis that he, like when he jokes about, have you seen a real micro penis?
I saw him take a deep breath, and it looked like it.
When he gets the hiccups, it's bad. It goes right in. I had, actually, my wife said she hooked up with a dude years and years ago.
Oh, this is
and
great.
she goes down, she goes to take his pants off.
Yeah.
And he had a micro penis. And she was like most people, you're like, it's a unicorn. You're like, is it real?
Yeah.
Because I've never known anybody. You feel like you would meet somebody at some point.
Don't you love it when your wife makes up those stories?
dude.
I was thinking the same thing.
You ever hook up with other guys? One micro penis once.
I know. Get a wife.
She said
Get
it
a
was,
wife.
It was like, she was like, I felt so bad.
Yeah.
Because what was I? She was like, I played with it for a second, but there's nothing you could do.
What do you? Did she rub it like a clit?
She
you
had
not warn
just a
her
little. Yeah, you do
beforehand?
2 fingers on, 2 or 3 fingers on. No, but she said this. She knew this must happen constantly to
Every
this guy.
time.
That like girls back off a little bit, or they just want to go kiss again or something, and then he. Pushed her away and was like, "It's all right, don't worry about it."
Oh.
That's
How did this
brutal.
story come up?
I
Were you
know.
talking about like the biggest puss that you ever got?
No, I talked about walking into some. I talked about opening it up and stepping in. I think one time we were doing that thing. Everybody's done that with your significant other or your wife or your girlfriend, or at some point you're like, I want to hear some of the history
No.
for fun. You want none of it?
Never.
I want to know.
None of it.
Give me a couple. I want to figure it out.
Nah.
Because I want to know.
How do you bring it up? You're at dinner.
Did you who have you had? Have you straight outside? Have you had fucking something else? Have you ever licked a chick? Have you ever fucked? You know what I mean? Like
Oh, the
kinda
girl
wanna-
stuff is fun. I don't want to know anything about dicks.
You don't want to know?
Yeah, the girl stuff is
You don't want to know at all.
Fragile egos over there.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
fragile ego.
What do you think? Your wife didn't fuck
I'm
anybody
sorry, do you
before
think comedians are secure people, Alex?
I mean, he
Has
doesn't
put
mind.
gold teeth in and out to lift up your
He doesn't mind his wife getting stuffed with
Suck
dick.
a
Like,
dick.
maybe you guys
Suck
gotta
a dick with your
You
pearl
don't want to
necklace.
know. You don't want to know.
No,
bro.
I know of a
Everybody,
couple.
everyone,
Yeah.
no one wants to know, but you know it's a
No,
reality.
you want to know.
Yeah.
I just want to fuck it. I wanted to hear if we were sharing at the beginning when we were first dating. I was like, what's your history like?
You know the number? Body count?
Yeah, it's like 109, 110.
Hold on. What?
Check the Carfax, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What you just said 109. Imagine girl with triple-digit body fat.
It's out there, dude.
Oh, dude,
It
just
has to be out there.
Yeah, what do you mean?
It's probably out there a lot.
Way more than you know.
Yeah.
no way.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, dude. Way more than you think.
Ugh,
when a girl
God.
says like 10, she means 30.
Yeah.
You think they divide it by 3 always?
100%.
that
You
American
mean
Pie shit.
multiply.
I've seen
Oh,
that
they
movie.
divide their number by 3.
Yes, of course.
Really?
Yes.
There's no way.
Multiplying his number by 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I don't
American
do that.
Pie 2. Check it out. Good
I
movie.
don't do
That was a great. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I do.
I think
I don't
they
wanna
cut, I think
believe
they
that at
cut it
all.
in half and half. Yeah. They
I
do.
don't want to believe
And
that
guys
at all.
multiply. That makes sense.
Sorry, man. Whatever makes you sleep at night.
Yo,
But,
do
know.
you think that your girl has slept with 3 times the amount of guys she's
Why
told
the
you?
fuck did you just ask me that?
I need to make it real. You're
didn't say body count.
You
I
walking
said I
around-
want to hear about a couple of the previous.
Why you want to hear?
Why?
That makes no sense.
I just want to see.
Weird. That's
What are you
weird.
gonna get out of that?
I
What are you gonna get?
just want to make
If your girl
sure.
been with
I
other
just
dudes?
want to make sure
you jerking off to
she
in
got
your
good
cup?
taste.
Yeah,
huh?
that's some
Yes.
fuck shit.
That's
Make sure
tough
she got
shit.
good taste.
Good
Imagine
taste.
all the dudes previous were just some lame ass dudes, and I'm like, fuck. Am
I
I one of
lame?
those?
Yeah, that's
Come
true.
on.
That's fragile ego.
Yeah,
you
that's-
can't.
You can't even hear
That
it.
might be more fragile, but I don't know. That's weird.
That's-
With
thank you.
your one
Thank
guy
you.
dude.
You don't believe in yourself.
Hey,
You don't believe in
hey,
yourself.
I've hooked up
enough.
with 3 girls.
Yeah, you don't believe in yourself enough, bro.
I'm multiplying, okay? Whatever. We're all multiplying a little, okay?
It's multiplied by one. It's still one.
So you don't think your girl has got the riz unless she's hooked up with finer dudes than you?
Not finer, but you want to know that she's interested in good stock.
Yeah.
He's just trying to see if there's other redheads. He's like, oh, thank God.
Was I the only one?
Oh, shit.
Was I the only one?
Would that make
Is it a fetish?
If you
That's fair.
5 other redheads in a
You wanna
row?
make sure
If
you're
you
not a
fucked a few
fetish.
other redheads, I'd be like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah.
Whoa, because
Yeah,
then you
you-
couldn't trust her love. She was just as a
Yes, because
fetish.
then it's a thing. Then I'm like a foot.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a fucking foot.
What's
to
wrong
you.
with that? What's wrong with feet? You don't like feet, dude?
No, I don't. I don't
feet.
want to be a fetish like a foot, and I do love feet. I fuck with feet.
That's what I'm talking
Jesus.
about.
Son, weird.
That's what I'm
Grab 'em.
talking
You don't
about.
like feet?
Nah, bro.
Oh, get out of here, bro. I like grabbing the feet.
Grow up,
See,
right?
this guy
Grow
doesn't
up.
know shit. He wants to know all
Son,
the guys
I
your
hit
girl was
40
with.
and then you like feet. Like,
Why
what
do you
is
want to
this
know
shit?
That's
all
a
the
midlife
guys
crisis.
your
Yeah,
girl
that's
was
the
with?
midlife
That's the
crisis.
Ferrari of sex. You're like, I gotta change it
It
up.
ain't a crisis, and I've been like this since I'm young. I almost said a child.
Hey, yo. It makes sense for kids though. They're closer, the feet. You know what I mean?
Dad, I read a
No,
study
but for
about
real.
that. People, that babies climb on the floor, and then you get inherently like attracted to feet.
No.
There's no way.
Yeah, I
you
swear
was
to
coming
God.
over your mom's feet, bro. That's wild, crazy, bro.
My mom got nice feet.
Damn,
does.
just sucking
My
on
mom got
toes,
nice
bro.
He does.
She does got nice feet.
I seen that Schulz
My
wiki
mom got
feet.
nice feet.
Just sucking
Pull
on a
up
big
that
toe.
Schulz
Like, where's the
wiki
milk out?
You know you're on there, by the way.
What, Wikifeet?
You are on there without a doubt.
What does that mean?
Somebody took a picture of you while you were like on vacation. You put up on Instagram your feet. I guarantee you your feet are on there.
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but you want to know what your rank?
Yeah, the
Look up
rating
Schultz's
is where
rank-
I
the
get
rank.
my
my
feet
feelings
suck.
hurt.
You got nasty feet.
My left foot is horrible. My right foot, not bad.
See, he's on
my
that.
left
I'm
foot.
telling you, I knew he was on that motherfucker.
Easy, bro.
Oh, that's a high ranking.
What do I got?
What is he?
4.6.
4.6
out of 5?
Oh,
Pretty
fuck
good.
out of here, bro.
The
They
kid's
didn't see
pretty
that.
good.
They
Yo,
didn't
but those
see
are
the
old.
other-
Put up current pictures of these foot. Let me see these ganglers. My God.
That's not bad.
Fuck out of here.
Nah,
bro.
they're not nice, dude.
These aren't bad.
You know yourself you don't deserve that score.
What are you doing there, bro? What was that? You had black toe? What was that?
That's how his foot looks.
No, I'm an athlete. I was doing
foot?
athletic
That's
things, and
athlete's
then I
foot.
got a black toe. I was
Dropped
probably
the
playing
weight on your
basketball.
foot?
I just fucking stopped.
Stopped too hard.
You know what I mean? And then jammed my foot. You guys wouldn't know about it.
That's you
I
out in
don't
the wild.
ever wear shoes. Look at me. Every picture I got fucking
Like,
sandals
he thought
on.
this
I
fit
mean,
was
it is-
fire.
it is
He thought this
feet
fit
wiki.
was fire. He's like, I'm matching the shirt and the sandals.
What's wrong with that?
You do have.
What's wrong with that?
Matching the sandals?
Yo, what's wrong with that?
I wanted to get on board with it. And then he saw where he was going. And he was like, yo, man, shut up, bro.
Yeah.
You don't know shit about style.
Colorful and shit.
I stand by. I stand by what I said.
Anyway,
What's your score?
Well, I don't know. Look up my rating just
Here, let me
just for
check.
my ego.
Yeah.
I'm
Let's look at
surprised
yours.
how high your score is.
4.6
though.
is
That's
pretty
what's up.
high.
You look like you got hairy feet, bro.
No, they're clean.
That's mad suspect, bro.
4.9.
No way. Wow.
King of New York.
King is back.
Prop him up, baby. Prop him up. Let's go.
12 and a half big old stompers, my dog.
Wow.
Let's see.
Scroll down, please.
Son, you almost got a perfect score. That's
Look
crazy.
at that. And your boy on the boat, even looking fly on a fucking boat with my foot. Calves out.
I'm not seeing any feet here.
I need to see a clear picture of the
Yeah, we
toe.
need to
Right
see-
there,
no,
bro.
those are
good.
That one right there.
Don't
Put it
get
out.
jealous, Andrew.
I
Don't get
don't
fucking
really
jealous.
see it, bro. I don't see
Who's the Andrew with the flyest
I
feet?
I don't see it, man. I'll be honest with you.
Those are nice.
Yo, Mark, you can't get the fucking
I'm
foot,
trying to
please?
get it, bro.
That's a good foot. That's a good foot.
And I'm being cute with him too. See,
Right
I'm touching
foot.
him.
Look-
I'm
right
being
foot.
real cute
Look
with
at
him.
right foot.
He's like
Right foot.
flirting with you right now.
Look
It's
at that
like-
right foot. That
He
shit
hiding
is
Go to the
hey.
one in the Bulls jersey.
He
Dude.
hiding something,
Go
bro.
to the one in the Bulls jersey. Yeah.
Oh.
My guy. Whoa,
Got
the
a good
stems.
arch.
Look at the
Yo,
stems on your
honestly,
boy.
You got a good foot, dude.
I got a nice foot.
You got a
dude.
good foot.
What do you want from me,
Eyes and
dude?
shit. Yo.
You like
Yo,
the...
Al, we're not talking about the legs.
I'm just
We're not talking about the legs.
Let him
Just
go.
give it to him.
Yeah.
We're not talking about the legs, bro. Chill
The
out.
stems are right.
Chill out,
The
bro.
stems are
You
right.
need to relax yourself.
It's crazy.
We're talking about feet, and
I'm
then you
just
just
saying.
bringing legs into
I'm
the
just saying
conversation
that's
for no
that-
goddamn
Let
That's
him
a good
have
leg.
it, dude.
That's
Look
a
at
good
those.
leg,
Dude,
son.
look at those. That's a fucking horse outside, bro.
Son.
Let him run.
He's a hater. If you
Let
said
him
that.
run.
Yo, Andrew the Stallion out this bitch.
4.9. God bless the world.
4.85. He's higher than
Bobby's
Andrew.
higher than you too, bro.
I will
Yeah,
fuck
but
y'all,
Asians,
man.
Asians should have that.
Yeah, they're supposed to have really nice
That's the
little tiny
Asian. This
feet.
is like their basketball.
Yeah, but they ain't break his shit to get it in the fucking dance shoes and shit.
Right, yeah. They didn't bind them together.
I mean, yeah, these are real feet, bro. These are actually nice.
All right,
Good for y'all.
Let's move on.
Moving on.
Yo, let's move on. I'm
Yeah.
tired of this.
Nah, leave that
conversation.
picture up, bro. That shit is all right.
We can't. We can't.
All right, what else?
What else? All right, guys, we're gonna take a break for a second. Listen, shipping costs are the #1 cost of abandoning carts, okay? If you've ever left a cart with items in it in an online store, it's because the shipping was too expensive. You know it, you've been through it, and there are ways to reduce that shipping cost, okay? In a landscape where free and fast shipping is the norm, it can be hard for smaller e-commerce businesses to compete. You're not gonna be able to compete with these crazy companies out there that are willing to just lose on the shipping costs until you get something competitive like ShipStation. When you use ShipStation, you can lower your shipping costs, make returns easy, and keep your customers happy. And with all the time that you save from automating your shipping tasks, you can keep your business growing all year long. I'm telling you, you have a merch business, you sell fucking toilet paper, I don't know, whatever it is that you do, that shipping cost is gonna get you. You need to make sure that you use something like ShipStation.
Maybe you're a comedian that wants to get a merch line started and you're going to use ShipStation. That's all I'm saying.
There you go. First example I use, merch, but thank you for saying it again. ShipStation makes it easy to grow your business by handing your orders from every marketplace in one dashboard. ShipStation effortlessly integrates everywhere you sell online, including Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, and more. Get up to 84% off USPS and UPS rates. And if that's not enough, use our promo code to try ShipStation free for 2 months. Think about that. Keep growing your business all year long with ShipStation. Use the promo code FLAGRANT today at ShipStation.com to sign up for your free 60-day trial. That's ShipStation.com, promo code FLAGRANT. Now let's get back to the show. All right, guys, we're gonna take a break for a second because, listen, I gotta tell y'all about Blue Chew. You already see the lights. You already feel the vibe. It's hard dicks in here, you know what I mean? On the couch, on the single, it's hard dicks in here, okay? That's all it is. If you're not in the room right now, you don't got a hard dick. Hit the wide. If you're not in the room right now, you don't got a hard dick. Miles in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Bricked up.
Bricked up.
Brick squad.
Okay? It's brick squad in here. Miles got that keyboard just resting on his dick like an ancient weight. You know how they used to, what is that called, a scale? Doesn't matter. Point is, you want the hardest dick in the game is Blue Chew. Same active ingredients, it's Viagra, Cialis, but this is the Chew, this is the one we rock with, okay? This is the one we keep ladies satisfied with, married, you know what I mean? We out here, ringed up.
Cheese up.
Ringed up. BlueChew.com. You can get your first month free. All you gotta do is pay $5 shipping as long as you use that promo code FLAGRANT. Simple as that.
God damn.
It's pretty good.
That's pretty great.
Pretty great.
Hard dick for free, just shipping?
Shit. Go get it. BlueChew.com. Make sure you use the promo code FLAGRANT. Let's get back to the show.
I'm curious about this movie. What can you tell us from the movie and from the new season of Dave?
I'll tell you. I can tell you this: the house party movie.
Yeah.
I can tell you that it took a long time for them to shoot it.
How white
The
did
guy
they make
Cal
you?
Maddock that shot it
I
shot
love
him.
Cal.
Cal did that.
He did
his
White Man
movie.
Can't
He did
Jump
White
as
Man
well.
Can't Jump too. It was fun, but my reach in it is so tiny. Like I'm not as deep in it as I want to be. I mean, they put me in the whole fucking trailer, which scares me. Because like I'm in the whole fucking trailer, and I'm like, I'm not even in it that much. What's going on with the movie?
Bro,
Is
you
it
know
okay?
you know you can sue for that now.
Shut up.
These guys just won a lawsuit. So Ana de Armas or whatever that girl is. she's
Ana de
beautiful.
Armas?
Whatever, yeah. She was in a trailer for a movie that she got cut out of. And somebody bought tickets to go see the movie, and then she wasn't in it.
Oh, wow.
So they sued to get the money back. So you can sue the company. If they cut you out of this movie,
No, I'm in it for sure.
She sued for $15.
no, she didn't sue.
The ticket buyer.
The ticket buyers, yeah, the guys.
I want my $15. Yo, just call.
Yeah.
I mean, but you gotta go through a lawsuit for, you fucking loser. You hire a lawyer for $15?
Yeah.
The fuck is that, dude?
You would do that,
What
though.
a dork.
That's like some cheap shit.
Nah, I
right?
would call customer service.
Are you
though,
cheap?
Absolutely.
Are you cheap? You're
Oh
cheap.
my God.
I'm pretty.
Why are you so cheap? What's the deal?
You know,
Yeah, it's a part of the thing.
inherent,
It's
it's
a part
a
of the
genetic
scheme.
thing.
But like cheap how like
Relative to
do you
Indians,
ever
I'm
pick
not
up
cheap at
do you
all.
ever pick up a tab?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Like if you guys go out together, you'll pick up the bill?
Yeah,
Well,
I
then
think
that's
you're
not
really
cheap. That's
generous.
not-
No, I'm very insecure about being a freeloader. I hate that.
Yeah.
So I will make sure to I probably try to overcompensate with like, let me pay. And that's an Indian thing too. Fighting over the bill. Probably most immigrants. But like when the bill comes out, I want to pay, I want to pay, I want to pay.
Like,
I don't know what that is.
Are you able to treat your parents, or they will never let you pay?
They will, if I buy my mom a gift, she will actively go return it. She'll like find a way to get the money back. I bought her a purse that was outside the return window.
Yeah.
I gave it to her after 30 days. Took it back.
Where about your dad?
He's being all right. He's doing all right.
Yeah, he's fine.
If I do anything for him, that's
But
a
your
bonus.
mom, I bought my mom a car for Christmas.
What kind of car?
I bought her a BMW, a 330i. My
Wow.
mom, I'm not gonna say her age because it's no one's business, but she has never had a new car her whole fucking life.
Wow.
Oh, that makes me
And I
wanna cry.
decided, I talked to my business manager, I was like, I need to buy my mom a new car. She's never had a new car.
Did you do a whole thing like keys in the box, go outside, bow on the car?
No, what I did, well, the bow was on the car. I got a video of it, but what happened was I told my mom, I went and bought the car when I went back to Chicago, and I put it at a family friend's house, and I said to my mom, on Christmas Day, I said, I'm gonna go get coffee because you don't have any coffee. And she's like, there's no fucking coffee shops open in the neighborhood. And I was like, yes, there is. And I found one because of that. So then I took her car, and then I came back, and I was like, I fucking hit an embankment. It was snowing in Chicago. I was like, I slid the car into an embankment. And her car was like a 07. And she was like,
That's great.
so? I was like, no, it's wrecked. She's like, so? I was like, Mom, I fucked up your whole car. And she was like, I don't give a shit. Do you want eggs or not? I was like, come look at the car that I fucked up in the garage. At some point, I was like pissed off, and my dad's like, how bad is it? I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, he's the worst actor. He's like, how bad could the accident have been? I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah, you don't look bad at all. You look
I was
fine.
like, Dad, fuck. So I was like, come look at it. And then finally she drug out to the garage, and I had, swapped out her car, and my dad pulled out his car, and it was just her car with a big red bow on it in the garage.
And what'd she do?
Waterworks, man. She was
Really?
She couldn't believe she was like happy and then angry, then annoyed. Cause she's like, why would you fucking do this? Like, why would you buy me a new car?
Yeah.
But she's never had anything brand new and nice ever, her whole life.
Yeah.
So had to lace her up with the whip.
Now, here's the real important question.
Yeah, it made me feel good, dude.
How did the wife take it when you told her you're gonna buy your mom a brand new car?
She was supportive. Dude.
Yeah.
She got a new car. She got a brand new
She
car.
had to get a brand new car too. There's always a negotiation. You can't just go drop.
Everybody gets a car.
Exactly.
You get a car. You get a car. Yeah. No, she knew, dude. She knew. Like, she was super happy about it.
Because I'm
But
gonna buy my mom a car too.
No, but you don't
I
have
don't
to
know
buy
how
your
to
wife a
approach.
car, too. That's
We
just
got a
what it is, bro.
2012 Honda Accord.
If your wife doesn't have a nice car
Your wife
already,
looks at you like, I'm your mom now.
yeah.
I don't know how to broach this.
Now,
I got a 2012 Honda Accord. I'm gonna buy my mom a 2023, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a
That-
thing.
you're
It's
gonna
gonna
have
be
that conversation.
Yeah, it's gonna be a conversation.
You gotta lace the wife up first.
She
so
already
she's
has
good.
a car that she loves, so that was no problem. But it was, she's never had a new car, and she's always like had this thing about little Beamer, like little 3 Series. She loves little tiny 3 Series. She just bangs around town. She doesn't go that far in them.
Yeah.
So she's always talked about it. So I got her little 330i with the M package on it, so it's got all the sports shit.
She don't know what to do with that M package. To be honest.
Yes, she does. Yeah,
Really?
she honestly, she loves it. I mean, she's always driven as fast as she can go, and I was like, now you'll actually be able to drive quick in like a fun little tiny, compact car.
I'm always curious about that. Do you get your dad a gift after?
He didn't get shit.
You're my kind of guy, dog.
Shit, he
You're
didn't
my
get
kind of
shit.
guy.
Let me tell you what my dad got, for real. He doesn't
He's
want it.
quiet.
Dad is
driving around town.
Hitting an
He's
embankment.
the greatest gift ever.
Give her the sport mode. Hit Milwaukee. See you later.
He got a gift card to Tommy Bahama, and he was like, this is perfect. I don't want it. There's a wing place near the house. I got him a gift card to the wing joint, and he was like, this is amazing. This is the fucking best Christmas of my life. You can't buy for my dad. It's impossible.
It's every dad. There's nothing
you
that
cannot
they want.
buy for dads.
There's nothing that they like.
Well, they don't
It is-
need it. They wouldn't want it. And even if you're like, this is a cool new piece of technology, they're like, that's a
technology's
fucking waste
beyond
of my
that.
time.
Yeah, yeah.
My dad's iPad is the second generation, the second one they ever made.
Yeah.
And he'll
He
call
got
me and be like, the screen doesn't flip to the next screen. I'm like, yeah, because that's not an iPad.
It was made in
anymore.
2008. So.
Yeah, you just have a little piece of old technology that you don't need to use anymore.
You have
Don't
an
try
Etch-a-Sketch.
it. Yeah, you have an Etch-a-Sketch. Paint with it. Send me pictures. But so he doesn't get anything. He doesn't want anything. But it was like nice to. For the first time in my life, I thought, like you hear like rappers talk about buying their mom's houses or cars and shit.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I was like, this is as close to a rapper as I'll ever be.
How long before
Ever.
your mom complained about something to you?
Oh.
Nah.
She hasn't since?
She's not like that.
That's good
The only thing that
value.
scares her is because they're older, is that the technology in cars now is bananas. Her car's from 08. It's like the tech now
That's
is...
an Obama car.
Dude, it's fucking... Here, the screen is 3.5 feet long. She has no fucking idea how to do any of that shit. The touch screen, it's nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, for her car has a CD player and a tape deck still in the fucking thing. She doesn't. It's like all that shit is so new. That was daunting. So I set her up at a dealership to do, they give you like, they hire 20-year-olds now at car dealerships to give old people tech lessons. Wow. Legit. Like how the Apple, like a Genius Bar at the fucking car. Yeah, for real. So this young girl, this nice girl, went in the car with my mom for an hour. Went through all the shit, and my dad's in the back like a dork taking notes, you know? And he's like, now when you set the speed, it'll automatically, and I'm like, dude, will you fucking stop? You're fucking, because already they're overwhelmed with information.
Yeah.
And you don't need all that shit. And by the way, I told my mom, you'll use none of it.
Yeah.
That's the problem with new cars. I have all sorts of bullshit on my car. I've never used any of the things.
So that's the scary part is that you're looking at your parents, you're like, these guys, they don't understand technology. And you're probably like 4 years away from that.
100%. 4 years. Young bitch.
I know, right? I hate this motherfucker,
That
bro.
hurt you a little bit. What you said, bro.
I know.
That should hurt you a little bit.
We were just talking about it there. You're like,
I can't wait for you to get sciatica, you fucking asshole. Just wait till your back seizes up sometime.
this is actually funny because you're an old soul. The first time I think we ever hung
Yo, he
out.
just called you old again.
an
man.
old soul.
That
I
was
said his
crazy
soul.
because he called you old on the inside.
Yeah, it's like there's nothing you can do.
So now you got nothing left. You're old already on the outside, but you can't even be young, bro.
No, the outside looks good. The outside, the Botox is holding up. No, it's good. It's good.
It's mediocre at best.
confident.
No, but
trying.
you look good.
I'm trying my best. I'm holding it together.
You've held on to your 30s for like 20 years. Yeah. Like at 20,
I
you
was
look
30 when I was 20.
Exactly. And now at 40, you still look in their
kinda
30s.
30-something.
You're
Yeah.
holding on perfectly.
God bless.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
First time we ever hung out, we were talking, and he goes, well, he's like about to tell me a story. He's like, oh yeah, by the way, how old are you? At the time, I was like 25. I was like, I'm 25. He goes, oh, okay. And he goes and talks
Checked
to someone
out.
else.
Yeah, checked
Just
out.
completely
I was like, I can't talk to
nothing to
this guy.
say.
Yeah.
What
What
could
do
I
you
have?
want? What do you want to talk about?
It's something adult-like. It's probably adult conversation like you have with them.
Your wife been dogged out by anyone? Like, what's going on? What's going on with that?
Your wife ever had a micro penis, bro?
Can we talk about some man shit?
I don't know. I don't even remember what we were talking about, but I remember when he said that, I was like, oh, I can't have a
I'm
full
good.
conversation with this motherfucker. But of course I could, because I love him to death. I was just like,
He's an old soul too.
yeah, he's way old older than me, bro. You're fucking 55.
Yeah.
You already live on the island somewhere.
I'm trying to get a
He's
ranch, dude.
He looks like a dude that made a fuckload of money in like music licensing or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he lives in St. Bart's.
I made a jingle for like Arby's.
Right, exactly.
Like, what? How?
That beef is a treat. That beef is a treat. Yeah. Anyway, that was my shit.
yeah, you know the one.
Yeah. But seriously though, that's what I feel. Your energy is like you already did it. Like he feels like you already lived it in another life, so you get to calm down and grow into it slower.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like when I was 25, when you were 25, our energy was way different than this.
Restless.
Yeah.
We were, I mean, it was like chaos. And it was wrong because we were all too hungry at that age. You were like, what can I do? How do I get to the thing? How do I?
We're just trying to get pussy, Andrew. I think that's really the difference.
All I wanted was to like I wanted the business. I was like, how the fuck do I get on? How do I get another? How do I get to the thing? How do I get to? I was so concerned with
you
all
married
that
back
shit.
then?
No, dude.
No?
6 years ago.
Were
but I
you
was so
making out with chicks?
psycho. Nah, dudes and chicks.
No, not dudes.
Yeah.
Dude. You wouldn't hook up with dudes.
You ever kiss a guy actually in any capacity?
Okay.
For a role?
2023, dude. Don't fucking.
Come on.
No, would you?
Come here, Akash.
Would you go gay for a role?
Here's the funny thing.
No.
No, give your artsy answer.
They won't even let you.
What do you mean?
They won't let you.
Oh yes. Yes.
They made me gay for a role.
Yeah,
They didn't make you do shit.
No.
They made me gay.
No,
Dove
they
made
slotted
him
you
be
into
gay.
where you belong.
What does that mean?
Because they see the way you walk, dude. Your
Son,
gait is
It's
soft.
the legs.
I
See?
know,
It's
but
the legs.
your gait is soft, and they go, uh-oh.
Yeah.
No, you know what it
he
is?
got fucked in his ass
They
in a
won't let
bathroom
you-
rest house.
Yeah, I got fucked in
They
my
won't
ass.
let you play. They wouldn't let me play gay because
Why not?
You're too
I'll tell you
masculine?
why.
Can I tell you something?
Because the
You don't
internet
actually
would be.
play gay. You play, what is it called when you're really gay, but you
Closeted.
don't, closeted.
Metrosexual.
No, man. The problem is the internet now would be like, why would you hire a straight guy to play a gay guy when there's plenty of gay actors that we?
But those actors are out.
No, but the problem is they don't want you in those things anymore. They don't want.
You could play closet.
You can play
bro.
closet.
I
dude.
could play out. I could play out.
Nah, dude, you could never play out.
You don't believe me as a gay guy?
You, dude?
You don't believe me as a gay guy?
I believe it's Jordan
Could
Peterson.
never be a gay guy.
I'll be gay right now.
Dude, don't even try it.
Okay, whoa. whoa. I'm not gay. You can't make me gay while you're being
Yes,
gay.
I can. That's how it works. If I sucked your dick on a podcast, you're gay now.
What?
No, you can't. I'm being no joke. They won't let you be a straight guy who's playing gay because they'll light you up online for being cast when there's other actually gay men.
But
who
what
should
about a
play that.
closeted guy?
Maybe, but I'm saying it would be Hollywood is like so concerned with the backlash of like, oh, you're not Pakistani, you're Indian.
Does
you
that
can't
bother
play.
you that you can't play gay roles? You seem very upset by this.
You're a little bit pissed off, yeah. It limits my scope.
Like, what have I been training for?
Yeah, but would I do it? Yeah,
Would
sure.
you play Brokeback where you got to like tongue down the dude and just
no,
get fucking rinsed?
No, and that's not me being homophobic. I just don't fucking. That's not. I don't. That's not it for me.
Wait.
I love that. I'm gonna go with that. It's just not it for me.
And that's okay.
But not it in what way? Like, what do you mean by not it?
Why is it
You
not
don't want
it?
your cheeks to just get clapped? Like, let's just say, for example, the guy's grabbing your belt.
Yeah.
Your belt's still on,
Yeah,
but your
I don't
pants
wear
are
belts.
off.
I don't wear belts.
No. Your belt in this character, the belt is still on around your waist, and then he just clapping cheeks. But he's not really fucking you, but you could feel his dick slapping against your
If
like, walls.
it was funny enough, yeah. I would
No,
do it.
not funny. Romance and
I'd
drama.
make it funny as shit though.
Yeah, it's a horror
By doing
film.
what?
I just be like, Can't let him have it. No, you know what? I wouldn't play. I wouldn't. I would do if it was wild enough and creative and crazy. Yeah, I would try anything. But like, I don't know. That's never gonna happen. I'm telling you. Hollywood has this. You cannot do what you aren't.
What's
anymore.
that technique where you live it?
Method.
Method acting.
Would you go method with it? Like for that month, you're just gay and smoked out in
Yo, if
bars
you're
and
gay
Hollywood?
for a
I think I
month?
would do it for a couple months.
They'd
yeah.
let you be gay if you're gay for a couple months.
Why do you think I'm coming to New York for a while? What are you talking about, bro? Why do you think I'm coming to New York for a little while, man?
No, yo, don't pull away. Don't pull away.
Why do you think I'm coming to New York? I would
Leaving super hetero
You know what
LA?
I want to do? I want to do some. I would love to do like a big, deep character, like a character. Like everyone gave shit to that dude for doing Dahmer. I would have fucking loved to do that shit.
Really?
Love.
Oh, that
dude.
kid's a great actor.
Yeah, that was fun as fuck. That's how you. If you buried me in that, fuck yeah, I would have loved to do that.
And would you do method?
100%, dude. I'd be killing gay guys all over the place. I did his on our show, and people got mad because people were like, "You're glorifying a man who killed gay people." It's like, well, he was gay. He was just a serial killer. It just so happened he killed people that he loved, that he was interested in. What's the difference? It's like, it wasn't a glorification. It was a real fucking story.
What do you mean you glorified it?
They glorified. They got clapped for.
The theys?
Yeah, no. The people said dude, Netflix glorified gay murder. You're like, bro, that's a real tale. It's not like they made up that he just went after gay.
You know,
guys.
Netflix glorifies a lot of murder. Do they know that? That's like Netflix's only.
I know, but when it gets
thing.
when it gets into like a gay or a minority category, the lens goes deeper.
I
They're
know,
like, what are you really trying to say? You're like, that's what he did.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he did. That's not what Netflix is trying to say.
Also, Netflix again has
Come
1,000
inside and
serial killer
watch this
documentaries.
video
so.
with me. Dude, I love the way his cadence, where he's like, just sit down on the bed. I made you a sandwich. Oh, dude, I loved it. He was so good, man. He was so like balanced and calm. But I would do some shit like that. I would do some like weird character.
Like, what's the dream role? Do you want to play a famous person?
No, unless the famous story was.
It is one of the easier ways to get an Oscar is to play somebody that we've all already seen.
George Washington?
So when you're great at imitating.
I could do him.
Yeah.
Kanye, I could do him.
Yeah.
I looked a little bit like that guy.
But is there like a guy where you go, I would want to play?
And you're great at impersonating, so we would be blown away by it.
I don't know if there's who's a famous enough redhead for me to.
Well,
You
they
dye
could
your
dye your
hair,
hair, dude. Yeah.
That's some imagination.
Nah, everybody could see through that shit.
You dye your hair. You're not natural redhead.
no, I'm brown.
Hollywood's not
You're
gonna
not
let
a
that happen.
natural redhead, dude. Everybody knows you're not natural redhead. Look at your eyebrows. Your eyebrows are mostly brown.
Of course, this is my fucking hair color.
Santino. Your method.
Come on, dude.
Your
You want to see how
bro.
method I am?
Your method,
Talk
bro.
that talk, and
Your
this isn't my
fucking
hair.
method.
What is that, dude?
Is it?
I think it's a pussy, bro. I think you got a little pussy down there, dude.
do.
It is a micro penis, I guess, technically. Yeah. If
You didn't look at his pubic hair, dude.
I'm good on
I
it.
didn't either.
You know, yeah.
Respect, bro.
I
He can't be caught. He can't be caught. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
why?
Well,
What do you think? There's a different
black
pressure?
people can't be caught looking at another man's.
Yeah, but he's
penis.
dressed like a flamingo.
No, I know. They're also vibrant. Right?
Yeah, come on,
They're
right?
vibrant, but then afraid of being gay. Why is that, dude?
Because they got a
Every day
little
is
bit.
Easter, baby. Come on, we do this out here.
But
he didn't look either.
Because he can't have the internet see him doing that.
It's more about what people would think. It's perception.
It's not what he feels. He doesn't care.
You don't want to see his shit either, bro.
Yeah.
You hug guys all the time when you meet them. That's your thing. Go walk up, give them a hug, feel your dick against them.
He gave me a kiss on the nose when I walked in.
There it is. You do that.
And he goes,
You are very
He goes,
tactile.
how have you been? Right on my nose.
a bunch of kisses?
5 kisses, yeah, I think it was.
Why you gotta tell everybody? That?
Well, bro.
He's like,
And
put
then
me on
you try
black.
to act like you're not interested when he just brought out the pubes. That was crazy of you. You shave your pubes down a little bit,
I
don't
trim
you?
them down. You have to. Are you kidding
Wait,
me?
why do you have to? Is that a Hollywood thing?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, that's part of it, dude.
Oh,
When you
is
walk
this-
into a meeting, you
Yeah.
have to show your pubes. you what? You keep it. You don't trim it at all.
No, I do.
Yeah, don't be
But
a
not
stick-
because I want to.
You do it for her?
Yeah,
Oh, I do it for me.
Oh, really?
I think it's nice and tidy. I like to clean it up.
Same.
If I'm feeling
100%,
insecure,
right? You
I'll
Started
do it.
very late with that.
Yeah, it feels better to me when it's nice and tidy. When it's loose and nuts, when I let it go too much, it overgrows. It looks fucking gross.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It makes
I-
you feel better about yourself.
Well, when I'm jerking off, I'm just like, what am I doing? Yeah, fucking, what are you talking about?
Really?
You don't jerk off anymore?
Almost never.
He stopped doing it.
Almost never.
Because
No, I just don't do it.
His sex drive
your
is
testosterone's low?
Yeah, I
Check
don't-
his T.
I don't have-
Check his T.
I don't have testosterone yet. That's mainly it.
That's the problem. As soon as your balls drop, we'll get to
exactly,
it.
yeah.
I think my jerk off schedule has gone down as I've gone older, but I still got to fucking tug
Like
on.
every day?
No, what the fuck? What am I, 16?
I'm trying to understand you. I don't jerk off at all.
I'll jerk off probably once a week.
Oh.
What, are you more than that? Well, you're more than that.
Calm down, big T over here. Jesus Christ.
Once a week I'll jerk
One time
off.
a week.
Yeah, once or twice a week.
That's
maybe.
barely jerking off, dude.
No, it's
Don't
not.
double it up to
barely.
twice.
Once or twice a week that's normal for me. Because I'm fucking her the other days, so it's like I don't. What I mean,
Yeah.
What do you like? How many times a week?
That was
are
slick that you
jerking
said
off?
fucking her the other days, just so in case she's listening, she doesn't get any ideas.
So I'm fucking this guy. On the other. Well, how many
Very clear,
how many
son.
times are you fucking jerking off a week?
I don't jerk off.
He doesn't
I told
jerk
you
off.
that.
How many times do you jerk off a week?
Less than most people.
You never
Probably,
do.
nah, sometimes.
You can never jerk off.
Maybe once every other week.
What is going on in here?
Yeah.
Well, we all have wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Still,
save
you don't
it
need
for
to
'em.
jerk off once in a while.
I mean, I'm not hanging around with Dave all the time. Maybe that's not gonna do it.
Yes, it is 2 shots at Jews, dude. He did it at the
Is
beginning. and
Dave
at the end.
Jewish?
No, he's not.
Dave is Jewish.
No.
I don't believe it. I don't fucking buy it.
Dave Bird. It doesn't sound Jewish.
That's
Yeah.
right. It does not. It does not.
Dave Burr, what's the last name?
Bird.
BYRD.
From Philadelphia? No.
I called him out. I said, dude, I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
Oh, you think
Then
it-
he let me in on a couple of secrets. I was like, okay.
That's a fucking Jewy Jew right there.
If you leave coins around, they'll start chewing on them.
What?
That's how you know. Yeah. Yup, they'll start just nibbling, and it's nuts.
Hansel and Gretel. Yeah.
They'll just start chewing on them.
Are they telling you if it's real or is it a flavor that they like? What's the deal?
How should I tell them? I don't know.
Tell us a bit.
Give him a little peek under the hood.
Just
Reminds me of breast
well, they
milk.
can taste where it came from. They know its entire. They do like a 23andMe on it. They know whose hands it's been.
Invented in 1973.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, the mint, bro. That's true. They just
exactly
pop
right.
one in, just suck on it throughout the day.
Working my way up with the grills, you know.
Working my way.
You know?
That's what they call it.
Amazing that
Because
you
they
know
suck
these
on it
things.
for a while. This was from. All right.
Do you wish you were an Avatar?
Dude, I know a guy that's in that fucking movie, and I see his house. He lives in my neighborhood, and I think what the checks that he cashes from being in that fucking movie.
Which guy?
His name's Joel David Moore. You ever see Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, of course.
He-
He's the
He's
tall. Feet.
Yeah,
I love that guy.
Yeah, he's so funny, man.
Yeah.
He was an Avatar, and every time I see him, I'm always like, what the fuck does that pay you out a year? Because that's an endless stream of residuals from
He's
that.
in Avatar 1.
Yeah,
I think he's
both.
I think he's in
Tall,
both.
lanky.
No, he's in both.
He's in both.
Yeah, he's in both.
Yeah.
I got to see a picture. of
That's
that.
where that's the proverbial lottery in Hollywood. When someone's like, you hit the lottery, it's shit like that where you're like,
Become part of a franchise.
well, because but you became one of the ones that's like forever embedded in
How
the
is
history of film. Like you'll never not make money on that film.
100%.
Oh, he was in Dodgeball too. He's a funny guy.
fucking man.
This guy's
Very
hilarious.
funny guy.
He's so fucking funny.
Okay, how is Hollywood reacting to Avatar? Have you seen it yet?
No.
Okay. I want to know about Hollywood reaction to it. But first, before, I just want to talk about it for a second. It is the reason why we go to the movies. I saw it.
Avatar is.
Yeah, regardless of if you like the story or not, like some people are like, oh, I thought the story was traditional or whatever. I don't really care about that. I love story, it's the most important thing, but the spectacle of it all, to me, I thought the story was fine, it was great. But the spectacle, the world that you're brought into, the escape that it creates is magnificent.
And no, I know what you mean. It was the same reason that like Top Gun for me was like
100%.
Visually, you want to see something that's what Hollywood returns to like.
He said Top Gun was the greatest movie he's ever seen.
I think it's the greatest movie of all
He
time.
said it's the greatest story of any movie he's ever seen.
That part is totally wrong. I mean, it might be one of the best visual things you've ever seen.
I didn't say that.
You did.
You did. I said it's the greatest movie story that's ever been made.
It's probably one of the greatest visual things I've seen.
Visually, I wasn't even that blown away.
I thought it was good.
He's had a mustache since the day he's seen it and has not shaved.
What do you? Hold on, where are my shades? No, I thought Top Gun was absolutely fantastic. It saved movies.
I thought it was great for what it was.
Save movies, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. I thought it was great for what it was.
What is
it? It's a blockbuster and it's a great blockbuster. I didn't think it was the greatest story, but kind of like Avatar, when you go to the theaters, if I want to see a great movie, a great story, I'll see it at home. If I want to see a blockbuster, I'm going to the theater.
Yeah, well, if it's visual, you have to go to the theater.
Let me clarify. Yeah. With Top Gun, what I said is it is a traditional hero's journey story.
Okay.
What I said is it's executed to perfection. That's the literal thing I said is this is a traditional Hollywood blockbuster executed to perfection. It wasn't, and I specifically compared it to Everything, Everywhere, Whatever. That was something that I'd never be able to say that movie. But
such a good movie.
It's a phenomenal movie, different story, complete different type of storytelling.
Yeah.
Okay, you look at that like, wow, this is something I haven't seen before. This is not traditional. Top Gun is traditional and executed to perfection.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
but also it's like. Hold on, I'm turning this ringer off. But also my problem with it is it's recalling all these feelings you had because of Top Gun 1.
Just say you weren't in it, bro.
I'm not in it.
Say that's the problem.
I was pissed.
You should have been one of those guys.
Pissed.
Did you go up for it?
No.
They didn't even think about you. They didn't even fucking consider you. Wait, why do you think that they looked at your headshot and then just tore it in half?
Okay, I don't know about that.
They didn't even look at it.
They didn't?
They're like Santino's headshot and they fucking threw it right back in the trash.
Can I ask you a question?
You think they knew your name?
You know what? Those people?
You think they said Santino's headshot? Or you think they just saw red hair and then threw it out?
Those people? They definitely knew you.
They knew my name.
They definitely knew.
No. You know what? That's the kind of stuff this is the hard, weird line of Hollywood of being a comedian is you're inherently always discounted for those things. You have to push. Like Jonah Hill used to talk about it a lot. Nobody took him serious.
Yeah, he's struggling.
And they didn't want to like get him in those movies. Well, no, but you know what I mean? Like they wanted him to be a funny dude.
For that guy, I mean, he really.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But no, truth be told, they don't really love to think of comics in those world. They're like, no, there's other real actors that do that. That's the way they look at it. You're not a real actor, dude.
Well, most comics aren't leading men.
Yeah.
That's just the reality.
Not even leading
real
men.
actors.
Most comics
aren't real actors.
They don't want you to be third banana on top. They don't want you to be one of the pilot. That's not. Those other guys aren't.
Just called one of those black guys a banana. That's kind of what it feels like.
Tell me I'm wrong. No. No, but like they don't. They wouldn't let you be. They wouldn't let you be 4th, 5th, 6th down the list because they don't see you like that.
Yeah,
you're not. You're a comedian guy. So when you have to sucker them into, you convince them, and your agents and people go, dude, you have to see him for this thing. Like I'm up for this movie that I want really fucking bad.
Can you get us an audition on that thing?
I want it bad.
Duff, can you get us an? Yeah.
And I had to do a Boston accent and all this shit, and I really wanted it bad, and I'm still in the mix for it. But it's way bigger than me. Like,
can you tell us what the movie
Ted
is?
2. It's Ted 2.
Ted 2?
Ted
3.
Ted 3, yeah.
Oh, there was a Ted 2.
Oh, yeah.
And I wasn't in that shit either.
Can you say what it is? The movie? And then we bleep it?
No, but I can just. I mean, just Matt Damon is. It's him. So to say no more. And when they showed me the whole thing, I was like, holy fuck, this is like a lot of scenes in this movie. And they were like, yeah, and they like you for it. So I did the tape, and they were like, okay, we're gonna talk after the new year. So now I'm kind of waiting in the wings to find out what the fuck the next movie is. Wow. Like I'm willing to just be like, I'll come down to Boston. I'll come back to Boston and go sit with you guys. You want me to sit? Because sometimes that's what's weird. When you're on my level, you have to go like really sell yourself to them and be like, here's why I can be of value. Instead, guys like Miles Teller and all those, I mean, dude, they get calls. Yo, you can't. We want you. Okay, word. But for us, there's this weird like, don't they just tell you that? It's like, no, dude. You have to be a salesman of like,
You should.
here's
try
how I
the-
can do it.
Yeah, you should try the opposite. That's worked really well for me.
Oh yeah.
Where they ask you to be in the movie,
Yeah.
and then you go, ugh, I don't want to do it,
And then they put you in.
and then they just keep asking,
right.
and then keep making it worth more money.
You call my agent.
Yeah,
real
tell
fast.
them try that. Yeah.
Tell
yeah.
Matt Damon to suck a dick. He's like, hey, Matty, fuck off. Never works again. I think that's they don't consider you for. They don't think about you like that. Like it's.
Well, they can tell you want it.
Yeah, well, because I was.
They don't know what to do when someone doesn't want it or doesn't need it.
Yeah,
They
they're hot
freak
girls
out.
in a
It's
lot
kinda
of
like
ways.
Pete, it's not like the Pete Davidson thing where like
Yeah.
Pete didn't really. He always had that attitude of like, and God bless him for it. He was always
watched
like,
it.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing.
And they were
to
like,
see.
maybe.
Yeah. We don't know how to.
Nobody
we know
says that word.
Yeah.
So I guess I understand a piece of that, but with stuff like this, I want it because I want to have another. I want to transition a little bit out of comedy sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Like that, my favorite comedic actors were always good enough to do other things and not just stay in comedy shit. You know, like when Jim Carrey left being Jim Carrey for a little while, I loved it, dude.
Yeah, that was very cool.
He didn't have a choice but to kind of come back a little bit, and then that Burt Wonderstone movie was.
So you want out of this game? You want out of comedy?
No, I want to be able to. I want to be able to dip my feet in both, baby.
It's like fucking Barbara Walters, dude.
Yeah,
That was a good question.
Bro.
That was a good
Barbara
question.
Walters.
Truly, it felt like you weren't listening at all.
yeah.
That's why it's good. It comes out of left field. You never saw that. Sometimes it comes out of right field.
No, you know what I do.
You're not going to even know where this
I
question
want.
I'm coming right
I
now.
want a little bit.
You have no clue what I'm about to ask.
Oh,
you.
go ahead.
I don't even know yet. I have no clue. I don't even know. It's going to be based on the next thing that you say.
Okay.
Okay, go.
And I want to fucking switch it up a little bit. I don't want to. I like doing movies like House Party and all this other shit and being these, but I do want something else that's like makes me feel different and then also legitimizes you for other shit. I need it.
Biden?
No thanks.
No, you could play Biden. You'd be a good
You
Biden.
could be Biden.
You'd be an
Could I?
amazing Biden. Yeah, his biopic.
What are we going to do about Ukraine, Mr. President?
Well, you gotta understand. well, part of the reason I've never been on a growing up in Connecticut, blacks smell funny.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Give him the role, Hollywood. Come on.
That guy has done such a disservice talking. Whenever they get him to talk, it makes me sad. Don't let him talk.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
gotta
it's
give him to
rough.
Stephen Hawking or something.
Have you heard the
You
bit?
can drop an N-bomb.
I know, right? Well,
Would you say an N-bomb as a character?
Yeah, of course.
Wouldn't
Wouldn't even think twice. If Tarantino wrote that down, he told me to say it.
Now, would you riff one? Let's say your character was a racist. Okay, let's say you're doing a scene. Okay, you're doing Curb Your Enthusiasm. You're playing a racist where there's no lines. You have to riff. You're a racist. Are you dropping?
100%. I'm not even thinking about it. You said be the guy. I'll be the guy. What do you want me to do?
He wants it, Andrew.
You think a guy in the KKK holds himself back from saying it?
I think so. I think they think that's hacky.
He's like, let me tell you something about these boys. I'm trying to reserve myself.
Yeah.
These blacks.
Yes.
You know how?
No, I think they have other words for it. I think they figured out.
Oh, they've got new slang.
Exactly, because the N-word is just like, well, that's old.
What
it's like
other words?
saying. Say
What
again?
other words, Andrew?
I'm on an email. I'm on like a list. Like, I get an email from them,
You got
and
the
like they
newsletter?
found some. Yeah, they got some good ones. They've got some good ones. Yeah.
I saw one that was that somebody said
Russell on his Def Jam said one. They called them Mondays.
Mondays.
nobody likes
Nobody likes
Mondays.
Monday. Someone said there was like a meme that was like, look at all these burnt ends, and I was like, oh my god.
Wow.
Jeez.
That was tough.
That was genius. Say something that you say regularly as a meme. That is fucking smart.
Yeah, it was chaos. It was
How'd
quick.
you just do that right there?
It was quick.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a break for a second because, listen, I gotta tell y'all a little story. I gotta tell you a little story about a very talented editor named Shifty who got hit by a car. Shifty was riding his electric bike, smashed into by a car, absolutely destroyed. A portion of his brain no longer works, guaranteed. Kid can't look into light without getting a migraine. Teeth look different, right? The back of his head completely flat since he was a child, but definitely not more around after that situation. The point is, Shifty could have been set.
He could have.
He could have been set Unfortunately for him, but very fortunate for us, he's still working here, but he could have been set. He could have hollered at Morgan & Morgan. They can have your back, okay? Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They have over 100 offices nationwide, more than 800 lawyers, with over $15 billion recovered for clients. Not for Shifty, because he didn't call him, even though he could. Shifty could be a billionaire.
He could be.
You know billionaires drive Hyundais. You know what I mean? That was a Hyundai Santa Fe. He could be a billionaire right now, but he did not call Morgan & Morgan. You can. Point is, if you are submitting an injury claim with Morgan & Morgan, it is so easy. It's more like using an app than hiring a lawyer. That hiring a lawyer thing is uncomfortable. You don't know what the hell's going on, right? You've been watching Better Call Saul or something. That's not what it is anymore. You get hit by a Hyundai Santa Fe. This is the great thing about calling Morgan & Morgan. You just ask for Morgan. It's gonna be one of them. Hey, listen, you just ask for Morgan. They go, which one? You go, it doesn't matter. Okay? Give me a Morgan, and I'm taking this guy who hit me with a Hyundai Santa Fe to court, or maybe I can get a crazy settlement, because $15 billion, that's crazy. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
That's all I'm saying, bro. With Morgan & Morgan, you can submit a claim without ever having to leave the couch, which is what Shifty needed to do because he was incapacitated for at least a week. Okay? If it's an injury situation, you might not be able to leave the couch. That's the genius of Morgan & Morgan. They knew it. Point is, if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless you win, or they win. Well, you and they is together.
You are one.
Y'all are one. Y'all are one. For more information, just go to forthepeople.com/flagrant or dial #law. That's #529 from your cell phone, okay? That's forthepeople.com/flagrant or #law, okay? Do you know what pound is?
Hashtag.
Bow. Bow. Law. 529. Right there. Don't be like Shifty. Call Morgan & Morgan. That's a fire catchphrase. Morgan & Morgan, y'all can keep that. Let's get back to the show.
Also, guys, tour dates. First of all, thank you to everybody who came out to the Wilbury, sold it out. It was amazing. I love you, Boston. And new dates, January 20th through 21st, I'm gonna be in Las Vegas at the Virgin Hotels. February 9th through 11th, I'm gonna be in Sacramento at the Punchline Comedy Club. March 9th through 11th, I'm gonna be in Miami at the Miami Improv. Also, somebody sent me a poster that said I would be in Springfield, Missouri at the end of January. I don't know if that's real or not. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that. But get all those dates and more. I just added new dates in Huntsville and Nashville. So get those dates at akashsingh.com. Now let's get back to the show.
Is this your guy, Mr. Beast? Is he
Yeah,
like
he's the
new
best.
best friend?
This is everyone's guy.
Okay.
Is this your new best friend?
Bro.
Yes. So you're talented,
You're in
Mr.
Hollywood.
Ripley?
Let us have
Nah,
YouTube,
he's
bro.
fucking-
Let us
he's
hang with
great. The kid is
YouTubers.
great.
Is he a good
Come
guy?
on.
Yeah, he's great.
He
Genuinely
gives
great.
away like $8 million a day and shit. This
Yeah.
guy. What are they? They cookies?
Yeah, they're cookies.
Let me.
Yeah.
You need to sell it a little bit.
But they're plant-based.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Plant-based and gluten-free. It says it right on the bag.
I wouldn't have eaten that if I knew that.
Yeah, you don't eat that shit.
Is this
I don't
really? Is
believe
that what
that.
this is?
Yeah.
It's FDA.
Yeah, that's up
If
to
it's
you.
FDA, I'm good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, they're great. My teeth fall out.
Stop shit on my boy Feasible, bro.
Fuck out of here. You of all fucking people. Don't say some dumb shit like that. Those cookies are trash as fuck.
I'll be honest with you.
You know what? You know what? Don't lie. That may be your boy. He may be cool, may be nice. These are whack as fuck. You're not eating those. Nobody goes, get me some of them Feastable cookies I've been liking so much.
Listen,
Get the fuck out of here. Those are terrible. And you know they are. And I
The
know you're
bars are
afraid.
good. The bars are good.
listen.
Let me say something.
Listen.
Let me say something about this garbage.
That wasn't a good endorsement either, Mark.
You know how quick he's gonna cut this shit out.
I know.
And it
No,
ain't
we're
gonna happen.
keeping it in.
Yeah.
We're keeping it in.
That continuity's gonna
You
be
know what?
fucked
God
up.
bless Mr. Beast. He's a good philanthropist. He does good for the world. Nice guy from what I know. This is fucking cut it out. You don't make cookies, dude. Keep giving away cars. Stop making fucking cookies. Stick to giving away fucking cars and $10 million in cash and people stay in a mall all night. You don't make fucking cookies. Cut it out, bro.
This guy's such a hater, bro.
No,
you
because
gave away one car you talked about for 20 minutes. Come
Let
on.
me tell you
dude.
something. That came from my heart. This guy's doing it for clicks. I didn't put mine up on the internet, Beast.
Oh, I
You're not
didn't
gonna
realize
see my mom on the internet because I don't exploit it.
Listen,
Beast.
go buy his mother a car right now. Buy his mother a real BMW.
Nothing micro.
Go get her a 5 Series. I'm not on that. I'm not. My Netflix special just came out. I can't afford it. All right. No, I do. What these guys do is fascinating. What those guys do is fascinating.
What do you mean?
What does that mean?
That
That they fucking have these YouTube videos where there's a bunch of guys that do that, where these grand events and they give away all this shit. It's amazing. They've created a subculture that copies them now. So now young people want to get on YouTube and they think they can emulate that.
Yeah.
But it's never gonna work.
Why not?
Because they
Don't squash their dreams.
No. These guys created a system where it worked because they grew a huge audience.
Yeah.
There's kids now that think, oh, if I give away 10K on YouTube, I'm gonna make that back right away. I don't think that's the future that everybody thinks they're gonna have.
You're gonna be such a good dad.
I know.
It's unbelievable how good of a dad you're gonna be.
Thank you, bro.
Dad, I want to be a YouTuber. I think I could really make it on YouTube. I really
Shut
think.
up. Get a fucking job. You dumb piece of shit. Get in school. I want to be a YouTuber. I heard 2 girls talking about that. They were like, why would a young girl who's good looking in this day and age not want to be an influencer? And her girlfriend was like, I don't know. Give me one good reason why you wouldn't. And I was sitting there waiting for my tab, and I was like, I'll give you 1,000 good fucking reasons why. Because
What's one? What's one?
It will never work. By the way, you're never as good looking as you think you are. Anybody who thinks they're good looking, you're not. You're really not.
Your daughter's gonna be sucking dicks, bro. I'm just telling you right now.
Or
She'll be a guy.
she'll be a guy. I'm gonna do transition therapy on my own kids.
Are you really?
Yeah, I cut the dick right
Yeah,
off.
burn ends.
Cut the dick right off. Burn ends.
That's a meme I saw.
No, you're never gonna be an influencer. It's never gonna work.
You don't feel like you want to give people hope.
You're a
inspiration?
comedian, dude.
Yeah.
You're a
You came
stand-up
from
comedian.
Chicago. You came from a family of a mother that's been driving the same car for the last 20 years, and all she's wanted is a 3 Series BMW.
Can I tell you something? I take it back. You can make it. Everybody out there that's thinking about it, please be an influencer.
Or
Get
do you
on the
like to
internet.
believe?
Quit your job.
Do you like to believe that you're the miracle? That only you could have pulled it off?
Yeah.
To be an influencer?
No, to go after this crazy dream and then succeed.
It's me, baby.
So it's not possible for anybody else.
Not anymore.
I closed the gate.
Close the door. Sorry, we're all good. Thank you. Try it. Do whatever you got to do. It's just a.
What do you say to all those young comics out there that
Quit.
look
Get
up-
the fuck out of here. You out of your fucking mind? It's never gonna work, you dummy.
I wonder why the culture in LA is different. These young guys, they don't want to hang out with us.
You know what? I hope all of your dreams come true.
You can't
don't
even
even-
pretend to be in it.
He's the best
That's
actor
the worst
I've ever
I've
met.
ever seen you
He's
act.
the best actor
That's
I've
the
ever
worst
met.
acting
He could be
you've
Jordan
ever done.
Peterson, he could be Biden, but he can't pretend to be proud of someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't impersonate a
That
supportive
is so
father.
bullshit.
Have you ever been happy for any, like when Bobby broke up with Kalila? Like, was there
Stop gaslighting me into being someone that doesn't support young people. Stop gaslighting me.
Notice he didn't address
I started
the
on
other thing.
influencers and you guys went to, so all comics can't come in? The fuck? Talking about people take photos.
Yeah.
Every comic
Yeah.
out there that's struggling and trying to make it,
Yeah.
get a job. No.
Be a TikToker. Come on.
Oh, I hope it works. If you're funny, it's gonna work. Or sometimes it doesn't. It probably won't.
He can't do it, dude.
Bro, he's Red Foreman.
Yo, LA,
He's
we
Red
need a new
Foreman.
king, yo. We need a new
All right,
king.
I'll say how I really feel about it. All jokes aside.
Yeah, all jokes aside.
If you have the balls to even try it, comedy. I'm not talking about influence. I'm not talking about people that just take photos on the internet and want brand deals. If you have the balls to try performance like that, any live performance art, and put yourself out there, God bless, good luck. If you have the balls to do it, I commend you for trying.
That was good that you what you
It
did.
still
right
wasn't
there.
very optimistic.
No, it
Wow,
wasn't.
was no
how can you be
optimism
optimistic?
in it.
That's insane to be like, you're all gonna do great. Everyone's gonna be fine.
But you didn't say. Not only did you.
99% of you will not be fine.
There you go.
I think that knowledge.
To Burr.
I think that knowledge is what's honest.
Everybody's gonna figure it out.
You're gonna die.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
You're never gonna make it. You're fucking the bottom's gonna drop out.
That's unbelievable.
Save your fucking money.
Son, unbelievable how
so
good you are.
crazy.
Unbelievable how good you are at impressions.
No, I think what it really is people need. I think young people.
I think we know how you feel.
They need to be. They need to.
Got it.
They need to be.
I think we get it.
I think they need to be honestly told the truth that it's like it's the hardest thing in the fucking world. I hope you make it.
It's not the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah, it is. I think quitting everything that you're
like
doing.
Like cobalt mining versus comedy?
Yeah, cobalt mining is fucking hard.
I did it for 7 years. Right? That's what we met was mining, dude.
Cobalt mining's very easy.
Bitch shit, dude.
Yeah,
Those are some of the good old
Alaskan
days.
crab-boat fish, we did that. I did that. Bitch shit.
But it is easy. It's like go get
Fucking-
the cobalt, come back.
Come back.
I'll tell you what's hard. 3 minutes at an open mic.
I get cobalt. I go home. Okay. I build steel. Okay, I go home. Not hard.
Yeah.
You know? I jackhammer. I go home. It's not hard, dude.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna put yourself out there to do it, commendable because it's tough. It's tough. It's a nightmare. Good
If
luck.
someone gave you, honestly, if someone gave you $100 million, how would you live your life from this day forward? I just gave you $100 million tax-free. What do you do?
What state am I in?
Wherever you want to be. Where do you want to go?
Tax free. Doesn't matter.
Tax-free?
Tax-free. You could do anything you want. $100 million.
What a Republican-ass response. First thing you asked. What state am I in?
This guy's Red Foreman, bro. I'm telling you.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Go on. You have
This guy
$100 million.
you guys were sucking Joe's dick for going to fucking Texas.
I'm always support
before the
somebody
show.
going to Texas. You told me you were thinking about it. What happened to that?
I would never go to Texas. I would
You
never
said-
move to Texas.
You said Texas or Nashville. We
I
spoke,
never, ever. That's gaslighting. I would never move to
we
Nashville.
spoke after the
You
podcast.
say gaslighting one more time as a
Yeah.
man,
Son,
bro.
I'm
I swear to
gaslighting
God,
you.
dude.
You
That
stop
shit
sounding
is
like-
so gay
Yeah,
saying
dog.
that word. Saying that
me.
word is gaslighting
Stop
me.
it.
That shit is
Stop
gay.
it.
Wait.
Stop
are
it.
You, are you still acting gay? You don't have to do
That's acting gay.
Yeah, you don't have to do the acting.
So? Do I
You're not allowed
to
that.
Do I get the
He
role?
played the long game. He got us. He
No, no,
fucking
but go
got
on.
us.
What would I
you
do with
guys-
$100 million?
$100 million.
Yeah. Do you just like quit, move to a mountain somewhere, raise your kids, and some fun
Don't let him go.
What would I do with $100 million?
And why would you give away none of it?
Because it's mine. You gave it to me. What am I doing? $100 million? I'd probably set up everyone that I love.
Which is
My family.
wife,
No, my
my
parents.
mom, my dad.
Just people my family.
My parents and my wife and her parents. You'll figure it out.
No, I'd lace up some people in my family.
Does Bobby get a piece? He's like,
No, Bobby would not get a dime.
everybody.
Bobby would not get a dime.
okay.
I would lace up everyone, make sure everyone's taken care of.
Yeah.
And then I would go. I don't even have a creative answer for you because that's a scary amount. I don't know what that would do to me.
Would you stop acting?
Would you stop doing
Stop doing bad shit?
no comedy?
Oh, stand up?
Yeah.
Probably.
What about would you?
God
Because
bless
I don't
this.
even know how.
What can you talk about?
I think the misstep here is your life would you don't even know how to operate with it. If someone dropped $100 million, what am I doing with it? It's like what well. Otherwise, it would be like, well, I would just keep living my life the way I am.
Just keep doing the
Then
normal
why
stuff.
would I need it then? That would be the question.
Well,
What would it
'cause-
do for you,
Well, maybe you want to buy your mom a real car.
bully?
That's a bully.
Rich guy bully?
Yeah, he's a rich guy fucking
Rich
bully.
guy
dude.
fucking bully? Buys his mom a helicopter, rich guy bully? Rich guy bully? No, the philosophical question is, what would I do? What would you need it for now?
What? Ask him what he got his parents for Christmas.
Ask me what I got my parents for Christmas.
What'd you get your parents for Christmas?
I got them season tickets to the ballet.
How'd you really?
Yeah, don't call me gay ever again on this show.
Scoreboard.
Damn it, bro.
You thought.
I was gonna say he abandoned them to go to Colombia and have a great time on Christmas.
And Costa Rica.
Okay.
You got them season tickets to the ballet.
Yes.
That's fire.
Damn, that's a decent
Yeah,
guy.
parents like the ballet.
I know where you came from, man. That's nice. I get my dad chicken wing cards.
Listen.
The class level, it was a little different the way we grew up.
Some of our parents
If I'm like,
work
Dad, you
harder
want
than
tickets
others,
to the ballet? Can you imagine?
Season tickets to the Wing House. Let's
What's
go.
going on when you went in Hollywood? Ballet. I like the ballet. No, I don't know what I would do with $100 million.
You don't have. There's nothing you would buy. No place you would go. Is there a place you've always wanted to visit?
I would travel a bunch, but I have the ability to do it now. I'm blessed to know I can do it now. So that's kind of. I really mean this from a philosophical point. I don't know if I'd want it.
Because you have.
I don't know what I would do with it. Because you'd be like, why do I have all this fucking money? I would have to give it to people I love, and then go. Well, now I have a responsibility to invest it in things like that would grow a future of it. That now you have to fucking. Now your responsibility. Now you have to raise a community. Now you have to help out people in your communities around you. You can't just have it and use it. It's worthless. What are you gonna do with it? By yourself? You get all that money, you're gonna have to like start to grow something with it. You're gonna have to start a company that helps people out. You have to reinvest that in the community. That's a big job in and of itself.
You don't have to do any of that.
Yeah, you do though.
Yeah.
You're saying morally you should.
No, yes, but also otherwise it's useless, I'm saying. Morally, I think it's a great idea. Also, it's useless if you don't put it to use.
Well, what does it provide? It provides freedom, right?
But you have enough freedom already. You're blessed enough where you already, and he said me right now, I'm okay right now. I'm happy where I am.
But you can't stop doing what you're doing.
I would never stop doing what I'm doing, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
We don't know if you would, because you don't have the money to.
Again, I would probably try to put it to work. You know what I mean?
What about an indulgence? Like, is there a certain thing that you've always wanted to do with your wife and then you guys go, fuck it, let's just go? We
would travel a fuckload. We would go to places we've never been, but outside of that,
you can go to all those places now, but it's,
so yes, my point is,
it's like,
I don't want the $100 million.
Ooh.
I don't know what I would do with. I really don't know. I think at some point too much
Son, you
money
can't enjoy nothing, huh?
But I enjoy.
I
like what I have right now. I don't even know what I would. I'm not a fucking materialist. I don't need a lot of shit.
But there was a time when you didn't have all this that you have now.
Yeah, but dude, when I got a house,
when
I finally could afford to buy a house, I was so fucking happy. I was like, I've never sat in it and gone, I need a bigger fucking house. I wanted that guy's house. Don't give a shit. I like my
You also live in the
shit.
same neighborhood as Avatar, so it's probably a pretty big house.
His house is a little bit nicer than my house. But it's just, I don't care. I never had that thing where I'm like, I want.
What about with like cars or something?
I have the car that I like. I like my car.
You have a good car.
I've seen his car. It's
a nice car.
It's a fucking hoss.
But I don't need a Ferrari. I don't want.
Not about need, more about like there's something that you've always liked, always enjoyed, and finally you're in a position where you can buy it and it's not wasteful.
Well, I'll tell you financially something that I'm trying to make a possibility is for my 40th birthday, I want to take my family and her family on a jet to Hawaii.
Perfect, done. Now we have a thing.
But I mean, that's, you know.
What about that home in Colorado maybe? Remember you were thinking about that?
Yeah, that'd be nice maybe, but also I don't need it. I'm saying this is the problem I don't need the money. So I'm saying I don't, it's an awesome blessing, but then you're like, well, what am I gonna do with it? Dude, have you ever seen the thing about the people that win the lotto? They're miserable. They have no idea what to do with all of it.
Yeah, but think about who's playing the lotto. It's like,
you're not gonna see them at the ballet.
I'm just saying they're going from 0 to 100 million. You're going from, I imagine, millions to 100 million.
I'm going from a good amount of money to way too much money.
Right.
Also, 100 million, a lot of athletes make that. It's not like you're in you're in rarefied air, but it's not like, it's not billions where there's like 50 of them on earth.
None of my friends make $100 million.
There are people that
we know that
I've seen you in pictures with.
Yeah.
Athletes that it looks like you're friendly with that have contracts that are worth $100 million.
And I will tell you, some of those friends that have that kind of money, they don't do anything different than I do.
So then, there you go.
But my point is, then they just have a lot of money. So now you're like, at some point, what are you going to do with all that money?
Spoil your friends and spoil your family.
There you go, spoil your family.
I liked when you said, take the jet and you take all your friends on this crazy vacation.
That's what I'd love to be able to do.
Just spoil the people around.
Take my family with me to go do something private, pay for all of it, and be like, look at that fucking
Give them
thing
cool opportunities they never got. Like you have a cousin of yours that you really believe in. They don't have the funding to learn this fucking instrument that they really want to, and it's like, here, they got this summer. You go to the camp, learn your fucking guitar. Do
I think I like that. But then I guess what I'm saying is, deeply, truly, philosophically, you are responsible to do something positive with that money. Otherwise, you will be super sad and fucking really alone.
This is a cool guilt thing that I'm getting from you that I didn't predict. But this is.
I've always had. I can't.
This is
everything I have on was free. I swear to God.
I believe it.
I'm so crazy with money. I'm so scared of money. I don't like it.
Scared of losing it.
I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the idea.
It's a Catholic thing.
I worked so hard to get it, and I'm also like, I don't like the weird pressure it puts on you.
Because you feel like if you have it, money is, I'm imagining you feel like it's kind of dirty. That's usually a religious feeling.
Well, but
I would assume it's powerful.
Having more than others feels, a guilt complex with money I've always had.
Sure.
But we grew up with that because we didn't grow up with a ton of money. So it was always like, you know, haves, have-nots type of shit. Like
Look at
those
those
guys
fucking
do that
guys.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always a phrase that was like, oh yeah, well, the country club guys.
Yeah.
You know, so I've always had that in my bloodline. I
And
can't
so
get
you
away
have
from
an
it.
insecurity of being one of those people that your family maybe grew up being critical of.
Yes, a little, but also because I just, there is an inherent piece of you that was raised a certain way that you're like, I'm not that guy.
No, we all have that. Yeah,
I don't fucking, you're like, I don't do those
especially
things.
growing up in like strict class structures. Like my mom's from Scotland, and like she grew up like, you know, don't think you're better than the community.
Well, that was
Who do
always
you
a big
think you
thing.
are.
Yeah. My mom would always see, like when we were kids in Chicago.
Even going to LA, probably there was some, I'm sure, sentiment in
well,
your...
nobody likes LA in Chicago. No.
Exactly. So like, oh, who does he think he is trying to be an actor?
Right.
Who does he think he is?
And if you're going to LA to become an actor or a comedian, I want to say to you right now, good luck. I love you.
You're gonna have to win the lottery.
You're gonna have to win the lottery. No, no, I meant what I said. I applaud anybody that does that. I left Chicago. I'm happy it worked.
What did your family think when you left?
They knew that I was gonna try it.
Yeah.
But like the likelihood of failure is probably high for most people that leave. So my parents were probably like, I hope it works. I hope you don't get your heart broken.
Right.
That's kind of
But back to this feeling with money, because I'm sure a lot of people share a similar feeling as you, which is like you want to acquire it, but at the same time you have this distaste for it because maybe it could turn you into somebody that you don't want to be.
And not
Or
turn
make you
someone
behave in a way that you
just
don't
maybe it will complicate things more.
Even with your family, with your
Everything,
friends.
just life.
And it does complicate
100%.
things, but also makes a lot of things very easy.
Can do, yeah.
Like it provides security and
But
safety.
it depends on how good you are about the way you, the level of relationship respect that you have with it. Some people are really good about it.
So
They understand their level and balance with it.
Yeah.
Never have been able to do
The
that.
biggest problem I've seen is comparing. You're always comparing yourself to the circle around you, and then once you levitate a level to 9 figures, you start looking at the other 9 figures and being like, well, he's got X, Y, and Z.
You're always gonna look up and be like, oh,
That's so dumb.
That's a terrible place to be.
Yeah.
For me, it's more like, if you told me right now I could continue doing what I'm doing for the rest of my life,
Yeah.
and just make the same amount of money I've been making, or continue to make, I'll sign in blood. I would take that over that bullshit 100 million any day of the week.
So
if
I'm
you told me
understand-
sign in blood today what you made last year,
Yeah.
or the year before even, if you can make that for the rest of your life till I die,
Well, inflation, you know.
inflation, yeah.
Go up a little bit.
Because
4%.
4%.
You can handle this responsibility. You know how to handle the responsibility of the money that you have right now.
Yeah.
What I'm understanding from you is that responsibility is increased 100 times or whatever the fuck it is when you have 100 million, and taking on that 100 times
don't want
greater
it.
responsibility would be too uncomfortable for you. That's
100%.
a really interesting.
Could it also be
That's true,
you
though.
feel like
What you said is true.
because you said what I've made now, you feel like you've earned what you made now. If you were blessed with 100 million, you might not feel like you earned it.
Well, you
that would
definitely
add
didn't
to the
earn
guilt.
it.
And that
but yeah,
is-
well, I'm proud of earning the dollars. I'm proud of like doing shows, trying to make fans happy, and earning your money. That you feel clean about. You're like, dude, I did the thing for you.
Yeah.
We did the thing together. That's great. You know,
Yeah.
I sold you the product. You like the product.
Paid me for a service. Yeah.
But like when you get, and I know people that get grandiose amounts of money for doing almost nothing, and I don't think you give a shit about it. I don't think they give any fucks about it. Any of my friends that have a fucking absurd amount of money, or even people I know or met, they don't give a fuck about it. You can't. It doesn't matter anymore.
So
It gets to a point where it's like they have it, but it doesn't do anything.
they kind of ignore the fact that it's there, but in a way it could provide a level of freedom and security.
Yeah, it can do. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you have to use it and do all those things, but what it can do is, for me, the way that I always look at money, and again, I'm like financially illiterate in terms of like investing and all these types of things. I didn't learn how to do any of that kind of stuff. I'm like very intimidated by money. I know how to make it through creating content and through creating comedy shows and that kind of stuff. I'm good at that, but in terms of what to do with it when I get it, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But, I wish I learned a lot more. I don't. But what I've noticed for me, the relationship with money has always been about freedom. So it's like, if I want to do the exact type of comedy that I want to do, the exact type of podcast I want to do, if I want to create, if I want to, outside of just creating, if I want to live my life in the exact way that I want to live, I have to have a certain amount of it to protect me in case everything goes wrong.
Right.
So I always looked at money as like, that's my freedom. And if I get to a certain amount of number right here, I can do whatever I want when I want to do it.
You have your number.
Yeah. And that changes too.
See, mine's to me.
But you're at your peace. This is your freedom.
Yeah, I feel good. I feel fine. It's like when I fucking,
You would feel imprisoned by that money. Whereas
Yes,
right now,
yeah. I
you're
probably
free.
feel imprisoned by too much money.
Exactly.
I'd be scared of making too much money.
Yeah.
Because I would feel, weird about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel imprisoned by not being able to do what I want to do, even if it's the smallest thing.
I'm okay with not being able to do what I don't
Oh,
want.
no, I can't.
I know you are. I know. I know.
You tell me I can't do
Look at
something,
this.
I fucking have
Look
to.
at this.
Exactly.
That's my point. Is like, we do our show from a shoebox in the valley.
But yours is great.
But you know what I mean by that? It's like, but your visions are very grand, and you're able to execute the visions. And I'm one of those people that's like, I just want to have fun, and I hope they keep letting us have fun.
I think that there's a lot of people that also think like this. And I think that's why it's really cool to hear this perspective about how money can be scary and how money can like put you in a position of emotional instability, where I'm always coming from this place like, I don't want to be associated with money. I don't need to be flexing. I don't need to do all those things. But I love having it to know like if everything goes wrong, like I keep money in case if everything goes wrong, that everybody here gets paid.
Everyone here.
Everybody here gets paid for a while. Put it that way.
Until it runs out.
Yeah, a while. Meaning I don't touch it. Everybody gets here a year at least. Everybody gets paid. So that's just my way. That's freedom. That's, hey, let's say whatever the fuck we want. Let's do whatever the fuck we want.
Right.
Let's go to fucking Africa. Let's just fucking do crazy shit. And I want to do as much crazy shit as I can before I die. By crazy, it doesn't have to be dangerous, but it has to be, let's go to Paris. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just do that and be part of it. What a crazy adventure that would be.
No, it's amazing. And
but I recognize I need a little bit of security.
But I'm a little bit more.
I applaud this.
But
also.
I'm more the other side. I'm more like I like seeing it, but I'm like, I don't do that.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love to watch you guys do that shit.
Yeah.
But I'm always like, man, that's a world that I'm not. I never was built that way.
But
There's a piece there that you have.
But I do see what you guys do sometimes, and I'm always like, these motherfuckers that's living. That's wild.
Yep.
But then I also go play golf near my house, and then that's fine for me too.
Yeah.
My little bullshit is fine for sometimes my little bullshit is good enough for me.
Also, you're not at a level where it's little. It's like you played a beautiful course.
Yeah,
you
play
have a
golf with
beautiful
Travis
home.
Kelce every
You have
week.
a beautiful
Not
car.
every week. No, but yeah, but no,
you know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
great. It's
you've
great.
achieved a huge success, and it feels as if you're doing something that a lot of people, especially in entertainment, but in life in general, don't do, which go, this is enough. People are miserable because they can't go, this is enough.
We have friends that
best recipe for happiness.
Literally,
It's probably the best recipe.
even though you seem miserable, but the best recipe for
Think about how more miserable he would be.
Exactly. And like, I'll be honest, my relationship with money is not like, if I don't have it, I'm not happy. That's not it. My happiness comes from freedom, and I recognize that the more freedom I have to do whatever I want, the happier I am. But I love that your happiness can potentially, I imagine, come from just going, I have enough. I'm so happy with what I have.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I mean, it's like, again, I've always said that. If you fucking dotted me out and was like, can you do this forever? And never goes up though. You'll never make another dime.
Yeah.
I go, okay.
Because you're having fun.
Well, because I'm blessed and life is good. And it's like, well, there isn't a moment where I go, at this stage in my life, it feels good, dude.
Yeah.
Because again, all the joking aside we did before, and I know this got serious, but like all the joking about me saying other people trying out to be comics or whatever, because your only dream was to get paid to do comedy. You're like, all I wanted was to get paid, and I was fucking broke. And I came from trying at the bottom, and I do applaud people that fucking try it. It's scary as fuck. It's wildly hard to do.
Yeah.
So if you have the balls to do it, like, dude, that's huge.
Yeah.
And I hope you work hard enough and it works for you. I hope. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
But all I wanted was to make money doing comedy. When I started making money doing comedy, I quit my job, my day job, and I slammed the phone, and I told my boss bye, and I literally ran down the fire escape, and I ran for like 4 miles because I was like, I get to make money doing comedy.
What job was that?
I worked at a music company doing visas for international touring. Snoop Dogg, Cypress Hill. No, it was wild, man. I got to like tour coordinate for these bands, but I was pushing paper all day.
Yeah.
And then when I quit that job, I got a contract for 1 year. They guaranteed me 1 year of money, and it wasn't a lot of money, but I was like, that 1 year.
This is MTV?
No, this was an internet show. It was like a hosting show, you know what I mean? But they guaranteed the contract. So I said, even if they fucking fire me, I said this to my mom, I go, even if they fucking fire me, they gotta pay me for the year.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, that's not a real thing. You gotta check a lawyer to find out. They'll never do that. And I said, I swear to God, it's in the motherfucking contract. It says, I get this much a week, no matter what, for the end of the year. And I bet on that, and that horse led me to you know, start the trials of learning how to make money in comedy and stay out of having jobs. And once I got to a place where I'm like, oh, like you said, with the money, with the thing, if this falls, I was like, I'm at a place where I think I can do comedy for the rest of my life, make money. I was happy as fuck. I was like, dude, I can do this till I die. And this, I can keep making money, I hope, doing this.
Yeah. And how old were you at that time?
I got that job when I was 27 or 28.
Yeah.
And then I got MTV Punk'd when I was 29 or something like that.
Yeah.
And so then it was like, that was a big deal for me. So all the other stuff is kind of like a lot of icing. I feel like it's icing. Being able to go from clubs to theaters, that was icing, dude.
Yeah, this is the
If you
key
told me
to
I could
life.
play clubs the rest of my life, I would have been fine. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was still selling tickets and having fans. It's all icing from here for me. It's like, this is all, I'm blessed to know that it's like, oh, that's just a great bonus. Oh, I get to stay at a nicer hotel sometimes? That's cool. Oh, I get to upgrade a little bit sometimes? That's cool. But if it doesn't happen, fine, dude, I'm already eating cake.
Yeah.
I'm already fucking eating dessert. You're just telling me sometimes I get fruit? Right on, fuck yeah. Like that's how I feel about everything. It's like, if I'm able to get something else because time, and it's a little bit of a bonus, cool. If not, fucking we get to eat dessert for a living. Like it's a pretty good life.
Life is good.
Yeah, it's a good life.
Life is good.
I'll say something funny. They'll fucking bring it up.
No, don't say it. I think it's beautiful.
But that is how I feel. That's how I feel. And I want, you know, and we didn't get into it really, but with the special on Netflix, you were like, why would you do that? And why that route or whatever? It's like, again, dude, to me, it's like, you're quite a visionary. I'm not sucking your dick. You're my friend for years. You have great vision. I just want to keep making this shit, and I'm kind of letting it go on its own. A little bit more of being like, I want to see where things go and let them be as they may.
Yep.
I'm not good at like knowing how to like chess piece as well. I'm good at being like, I'm going to work really fucking hard and I'm going to put it out and I hope you fucking like this shit that I made. And if not, I'm going to try again. And I need to get better at doing the other stuff, but for now, I'm happy with the moments of that I'm trying to push the pieces in.
I mean, you know me, I always push people to go to YouTube if they can, or try Moment or these types of things. Like, just because I think that's where the most eyeballs are and the guys who actually have it, and I think you have it in terms of like stand-up chops, like there's usually justice, meaning like people see it and then they go see them out and doing shows.
Look at like Gillis too. Shane was another example.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I thought about this when we were having that discussion earlier, and I was like, I wonder if Netflix is actually good specifically for you and some of your goals outside of comedy, because having an impactful special on their platform might make it easier to cast you in a film on that platform.
That was genuinely part of our attack. Yeah.
Smart.
So it's just like it was going to continue my career in that world. It's not that comedy is less important to me,
but you also like this other thing, and you're good at this other thing.
Yeah.
You love it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's this weird thing where like comics, I don't know why I think we feel like sometimes comics feel bashful admitting that they like acting, because I think there were comics that like use stand-up to get into acting, and we kind of viewed them as like pariahs. They're like, you're getting in our way to do this.
And we also only celebrate purists. You gotta be a comedy purist.
But name your favorite purist.
Exactly.
They all did something commercial.
No, exactly.
That was the biggest problem I always ran into when they were like, Attell, you're like, he had a fucking late night show talking to drunks.
Yeah.
It was one of the things that made him famous amongst people who didn't know him.
It was fantastic.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was absolutely
So it's like any purist that you know did something,
the
quote
purist
unquote.
thing is bullshit. It's just a way to like criticize people who are more successful.
We all do that.
Yeah, I don't subscribe
But
to
I mean, it is a comedy habit. Comedians are like, that guy's a fucking
I only do
actor.
it if I don't think, if you're doing it for a cash grab, do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna go, oh, this is awesome that you're doing stand-up.
I know what you mean.
If you love stand-up and also love acting, if you love stand-up and you love surfing, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, do
you
both.
like, you do whatever you want to do. I just want to know, at least for me personally, that you love it. I don't give a fuck. But if there's tons of people who go into stand-up when they're getting broke. They're like, fuck it, all right, I'll go hit the road.
But again, the question always remains, it's always gun to head. If someone's like stand-up or acting, you have to give them up right now. We'll shoot you in the face.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would give up acting tomorrow. I mean,
but I don't think.
No, but I would, because I can only control that so much. I can't. You can't control that. Even if they were like, all right, stand-up or acting, and by the way, acting, you're gonna make sure you get jobs forever. You're never gonna not work. I'd still go, I gotta throw away acting.
Yeah.
Because the vulnerability of stand-up is why we all loved it so much. It's like, dude, I can create my own world.
Yeah.
And it's not always gonna be a banger. Sometimes I'm not gonna sell out, and sometimes the audience is gonna wane, and I'm gonna have times where it's growing and times where it's stagnant, and sometimes my new shit's not gonna work that well. And so, like, that's that's the reason that we like performing. That you were like, dude, I can fucking make this thing and see if people want to fuck with
Freedom.
it. Yeah, it's freedom. That's real freedom.
I mean,
that's real freedom. That truly. And acting, you know,
you rely on a lot of other parts.
you are not greater. You're not
It's
greater
the
than the song,
ultimate,
you know, like
team endeavor. When you see what goes into making a film, and
there's 300 fucking people over there
it's
doing
truly
shit. It's like,
remarkable. And it also looks like the greatest waste of money you've ever seen in your life. Like, I'm looking around and I'm going, hold on one second. We really need a guy to just stand by this box that's open. And the rule is, if a box is open, you need someone to watch it so that somebody doesn't fall in. Like, there's a grotesque
Those job interviews are hilarious. If you went up to a guy and you were like, "What do you do?" and he's like, "I watch that cord.
watch the box.
That cord moves. I gotta fucking pull it down."
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Well, what happens if it never moves? Nothing. Then it's fine. Don't worry about it." What do they pay you? He's like 180 grand. Hollywood might be the funniest. That guy does that. That person does that, and you're like,
it makes you think the mafia still runs it. It's like y'all don't do nothing.
Whoa.
Fucking guy. Oh, sorry. No offense.
Cut to commercial, bro. Fuck, gosh.
Jeez.
Specify here.
Oh, the Italian mafia.
Oh, yeah, the Italian mafia.
Specify here. Specify here. Get specific over what mob. No, but the one thing you'll learn that people will learn about Hollywood as we continue to expose Hollywood in terms of like more people now know about the insides of Hollywood than they ever have. Mm-hmm. The truth is that everybody wants to eat. So everybody has a job because everybody wants to eat. Mm-hmm. So when you go, why does this guy have that gig and that person? It's like, dude, everybody wants to eat. And everyone just wants to get their hand in and go, can I have a little bit of food? Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. And Hollywood is just that you're like, everyone's trying to make sure their friend eats. You know how Sandler did his thing and became
I love it.
an icon
I love it.
to comedians to be like, dude, you can just put your friends in everything.
I love it.
He made sure everybody ate.
Yeah.
And so that's what everybody else is doing, but they're doing it behind the scenes, right? A production coordinator is making sure his homie eats and her homie eats, and that's just what that is. Mm-hmm. You just see Sandler. When you're like, why does he put the same guys in all the fucking? It's like, because everybody would do that. Everybody would make sure their family ate.
Yeah.
You would all do that. That's what the world is. You know what I mean? It's like, you want to make sure he has a gig, and he has a gig, and if he's like, yo, my girl kind of needs, you're like, yo, I'll get the girl a gig. Yeah. That's how the world works. But to pretend that doesn't work that way is weird. Yeah. But Hollywood just gets scrutinized for it because you're like, what do all these people get paid for? It's like, well, because they all need to eat.
Yeah.
That's somebody's family. They need to fucking get paid.
Yeah.
So I get it. It's when you see it in scale, you're like, fuck.
It's remarkable.
So much money.
Just being on a set and seeing the amount of people like
getting paid.
And it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and you look at it and you're like, oh wow, Avatar cost $2 billion to make, and it's just blue paint. Just blue paint.
Yeah.
Like, just paint
the guys
them
with the drums, just go take their shit. Blue Man Group and then bring it over. Yeah.
How is it $2 billion?
By the way, that's the best ad. Avatar 2, it's just blue paint. That's all it is. It's just blue paint.
Listen, Santino, we love you.
I love you guys, man.
I want everybody to go check out Santino's special.
Go see my new special. It's called Cheeseburger. It's on Netflix. Why is it called Cheeseburger? Watch the fucking special.
There we go.
You got to watch it to find out.
And I
New
think
season of Dave in March.
New season of Dave is coming in March. We don't have a release yet on Dave in March. House Party comes out in January. I think it's the 19th. I'm not 100% sure. And then a show called Beef on Netflix with A24 with Ali Wong that is absolutely fire, created by my boy Sonny. This will be a phenomenal show. It's kind of like the underbelly of Los Angeles, Korean town. Yeah, it's fucking dope. It's dope.
Is it drama? Is it comedy? Is it a little both?
It's inherently like a comedy at core, but it's
you get cast a lot as
dark.
the white guy. I think. I haven't seen House Party, but I'm assuming House Party.
Let's not push them to stop. House Party. I'm one of the only whites.
I think you're the white guy of Hollywood.
Wow. I'm one of the only whites in that one. I'm one of the only whites in the Korean show. The House Party shit. Cal was great because he was like, we were playing stuff at the door, and of course I answered the door, and they're like, it's this old white guy neighbor, and it's like, what are you, a fucking cop? And immediately I started improving, and Cal was like, man, it's so funny. We're not going to be able to use any of that stuff. Because of course I was like, no, if I was a cop, I would have seen both of you two before. And he was like, it's great, but also, and I spoke with someone at the studio, And they talked about like what jokes, like you and I talked about this, what jokes you can kind of try out and leave in.
Yeah.
And it's always interesting. Like what you said about, would you say the N-word as a racist character? Well, yeah, if that was the character, of course I would.
Yeah.
Dumb people don't get it sometimes. You're like, dude, I'm playing the crazy guy. You want me to play the crazy guy? I'm being the crazy guy.
Yeah. The crazy guy's not going to be rational about that word.
right.
Crazy all the way through.
Yeah, so with that, like I'm this white dork who's suspect of these two black men.
Yeah.
That's literally the character.
Yeah.
So of course I was going off on this rant, but then I took a turn. Then the second time I was like, well, now I'm gonna be like, I think I'm cool with black people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dap me up, dogs.
Which is funny,
So funny.
as fuck.
Well, I said that one line that might have stayed in the movie. I don't know, but I said, and I'm down, by the way. I go, I'm down, boys, you know? And he's like, what? And I'm like, if anything's here, I'm fucking down. You know what I'm saying? And they were both
Finger
like,
guns.
And they're both like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I was like, I posted 2 black squares on my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying about BLM? And of course they were like, 2 black squares, that's excessive. And I was just like, well, it's, you know, just let them know, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, get out, please leave. But playing with those worlds gets super fun because you get to live in that fucking shit. And I hope I hope the movie's good. I don't fucking, you never know.
You never
when someone's
know.
like, how is it? You're like, I have no fucking idea. I hope people like it. I hope it works out. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I was here when they premiered. They did a premiere. They're like, can you be there? I said, I got to do Flagrant.
Yeah.
Let's go. Listen, well, make sure you check out all those things.
Yes,
Make sure
check out
you-
the special on Netflix, Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Watch the
And
new season
the
Dave. Watch
tour,
House
make
Party.
sure
Don't
check
give
out
him
the
any money.
pods.
Don't give him too much
Don't
money
give him
because he
too
will
much
have a
money.
meltdown.
I'll end up donating it back to the community. I'll give it
Give him
back.
new sneakers,
friends.
though.
Yeah,
You
Bad
gotta get
Friends
rid
tour.
of these. Get rid of
These are trash.
Yeah.
You know who these are? These are Hassan Minaj gave these to me.
Oh, they're great.
He did. He gave me these
Does he
boots.
make cookies also?
Oh, come on, bro. Don't shit on my outfit with that bad dye job jacket. Don't do that. That sidewalk chalk jacket you got on. Don't start with me.
This shit is fire.
start
This shit
with
is
me.
fire. You know you like this shit. You like this shit.
Chalk is good.
You are good with black people. That's cool.
I am.
You can snap.
We
I
love
know.
each other. Yeah, go watch that shit. Thank you so
check
much,
them all out.
man.
Watch all the pods. Andrew Santino, thank you for being here.
I love you. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys.